and welcome everybody. Oh my god, this is a busy night tonight. We got 3 games, well, I guess quite a few games going on. We do have quite a few streams open, and it does look like, whoa, have you seen what's going on there? We got quite a few new people starting to stream up in the Civilization 6 screen. Amazing. Of course, Linda, hello there, ma'am. Good evening, good evening. We got also Salty Capybara. Good evening, ma'am, and welcome, Floy Balls. Hello there, sir, and good evening, sir. I do have Plushie Hunters in the house as well, giving us some very, very good feedback about that movie. I do have to say it is Pulp's work. So if you guys know Pulp, she's actually streaming right now, co-casting, or I should say casting for the French community. Please check her out and definitely give her props for that movie. Super Fish, hello there, sir, and welcome. Thank you so much for the follow, by the way. I do see also Cleozing with an open mind head. Hello there, welcome. We got Old Triangle 8. Hello there, sir. Crispy AZ snatched that first promotion without hesitation. Hello there, sir, and welcome. And I think Mythrock, I gotta say, he got bamboozled out of his first promotion. He was the one to write first in the channel, and somehow he couldn't snatch the promotion. Big shout out to Misrock over there. Hello there, sir, and welcome. Ozdemir Berg, hola, senor, welcome. We do need to see what kind of map is going to be today. As you can see, the players are starting to choose from the map pool. They are also deciding what's going to be over here, Terra or Pangea, so they don't know which one is it. I do see continents and islands, Inland Sea and 7 Seas are going to be the ones that they're going to need to choose from. And 2 maps remaining, it is going to be the 7 Seas. Wow. We're going to have quite a few naval powers to go head-to-head against each other. There is a lot of possibilities for some land warfare. I like this map. It is so flexible. Of course, I do want to go quickly and take a look at who's gonna play here. We got Schuhmut, Lenny, we got Mr. Toes, and then a WhiteRqbbit coming up today for HOH for Holiday on Highlands. On the other side, we do have Yiran, GLaYD, Czozp, and LittleTu playing tonight for Amongus Scott. We do have also which maps were guaranteed banned this week. I think it was Pangea Classic and another one. Let me actually double check that information. Let me turn this off and double check which one it is, so I don't actually put on the screen something weird. Let me take a look here. Primordial and Pangea Standard Regis were banned for this week. I know, I miss Primordial as well with all of those explosions. Oh yeah, so much land. Maybe we're gonna see some fire, you know, some fire everywhere. Did anybody catch that fire that I was predicting on the previous streams? Did anybody actually make a clip out of that? That would have needed to be a clip when I was saying the nation was sending smoke signals, and then immediately, like next turn, the land started to catch on fire there. That was insane. Also, we do have a few bans here. We do have, by the looks of it, Vietnam, it looks like Kublai, Japan and Norway are going to be taken out of the game. 2 more choices to go, and we're going to see what we're actually going to play. I do want to put on the screen also the map. Let me actually quickly change this. Map TBD. No, it's not. It is actually 7 Seas. In the 7 Seas. In the open seas. Okay, there we go. We got it going on. Yeah, more like forest fire signals. I do have to remind, I don't know, I think it was 2 days ago. I think it was 2 days ago when we had Pangea, I think it was played. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Pangea was played. Anyway, we do need to also take a look here on Dido. Looks like they are prioritizing to take out those naval powers rather than anything else. Of course, on the 7 Seas, there is a possibility to go Canada, Russia. In the Tundra, you do have also Sweden right next to the Tundra, and I'm pretty sure that some cultural shenanigans can be had. I am a bit amazed they did not take out Mali as one of the first 6 bans over here. It's a very, very powerful civilization. It can do so much gold. Neither Mali, or they're actually forcing a choice now between Mali and Portugal. You can see what's going on here. This is going to be quite problematic. We got 9 more seconds to go, and it looks like 2 very good. Oh my god, they're actually allowing both of them. What is WhiteRqbbit gonna do? Is he gonna pick one of them, or is he gonna go something like totally out of the box over here? Wink wink. Genghis Khan. No, he's not. I don't know, man. I don't know. Medicine 17. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Muzzle Chen. Hello there, sir, and welcome. Rafifi. Bonsoir, monsieur. Bienvenue. Also, how is CWC handling the new civs? They're all banned, including Babylon, of course, is still banned as an auto ban until further notice. We're going to need to see what the community is going to do with them. And honestly, I saw today 92 strength Mamluk. Have you seen that picture? I don't know if you saw that picture, but it was, oh my god, bro. Deskra actually showed us in the screenshot and clips over here. You gotta see this. So this is definitely not something we want in the tournament, right? Look at this. Look at this. Plus 24 support bonus. Hello. It's dying. Oh my god. Hello there, Sandorius. Hello there, sir, and good evening. 92 Mamluk. Yes, that is a 92 Mamluk. It's fine. It's fine, guys. It's fine. Anyway, we do have them starting to pick their choices here. WhiteRqbbit is gonna go for Philip II. Yiran is picking up Victoria. Looks like GLaYD is on John Curtin. Mr. Toes is next on the buttons here, and we're gonna need to check his choice out. Last time he did play Philip II, and I gotta say he could have played it a little bit differently, and we were a bit amazed that he actually lost 2 cities in the same place. That was quite a surprise for us. And of course, we're going to need to see. I'm pretty sure he actually learned his lesson, and he's actually going to build at least a few classical units to at least one. It's enough, you know, at least one to boost your city strength, so your opponent's units don't actually attack into 10 strength cities. Well, it looks like Kublai China is going to be their choice, and then immediately they took out Mali. So somehow they thought all of these other civilizations like Spain, like Victoria, like Australia, and of course Kublai China are bigger, stronger, faster, more goldier, more shinier than Mali, and of course they did take it out in the next ban phase. I am not that concerned about Portugal here. Is it? What do you think, guys? Is Portugal Jao is he gonna come up next, or is he gonna be picked? Cause Jao, man, oh my god, you gotta feel the Jao when the Jao is in the house. Oh man. We do need to see what he's gonna do over there. Big shout out, by the way, again to XX Urek. He has been showing up on my YouTube all of the time over here, on almost on each of the premieres. Thank you so much, sir, for your commitment. Much appreciated. Thank you. Big shout out. Let me actually take a look over here. 2 Tundra Civilization match. I hope. Well, that's actually a question that we're having here. Is it gonna be one of those Tundra civilizations that it's ending up here, or is this not? We're gonna need to check that out. Well, with the goals taken out, I'm pretty sure they're thinking about taking out the simmers, and yes, Canada, Russia is definitely some of those. I'm actually quite surprised. One other piece of information here that I definitely want to say, like a lot of this game is not always played on the best civilizations that you can pick. It's also best civilizations that you want to play and you can pick. So a lot of this of course it relies on the player's preferences to shine in one aspect or another of the game, try to push his opponents with his strengths rather than of course playing something that he's not that strong on, and of course revealing weaknesses over there. So we do have Montezuma actually taken out as a ban. I was also thinking for a second over there, and North England did not get picked up, and also of course on this map should be quite a strong one, but then they did think Hungary is much more dangerous than any of the choices that I mentioned earlier. And of course we're gonna have Czozp actually doing the first pick here for the next phase, and we do need to see Schuhmut, Leni, and the LittleTu follow him up, and immediately Jao He's getting in. We got the Casa da India. Oh, the international trade routes must originate from a coastal city. 50% towards gold. Trader units have 50% range over water, and he does get the now. Well, that is gonna be quite something. We're gonna need to see him get the gold points for his team. A bit of a, I gotta point something out. So Zhao is dependent on actually having a trade partner, so unfortunately sometimes, you know, maybe like 30% of the time you don't actually get neither a city state or a trade partner. And on the map like 7 Seas, I wouldn't say you can increase those chances by that much. So we're gonna need to check out the map, and of course I'm pretty sure, of course, they're gonna try to maximize their chances, maybe actually put a remap because of the lack of trade partners for Zhao the Third. We do have Schuhmut over here also with Shaka. Well, of course, we've seen it multiple times how he can shine when it comes to those imps and those cores. We don't need to see if he's gonna do it again today. Lenny is gonna be the last one to pick from HOH, and he does actually have a strong team. I wouldn't say they need the gold. Philip II and Kublai Khan can definitely get a lot of gold. Kublai more prone towards going commercials. I believe Philip II is gonna probably want to go harbors as well. Now we do need to see if Lenny here is gonna pad those stats with something different. Oh, I feel a disturbance in the force. Qin-Shi Huang is being picked by Lenileichen. Lenny, I'm so surprised about this choice. I mean, sure, you can try to go for some culture shenanigans, monumentality, divine inspiration, sacred places, all the big booms over there on your civilization, but when it comes to the mid to late game, trying to defend against an opponent, actually pushing that victory through, the culture victory, it doesn't seem like we do have China over here, Qin-Shi Huang being picked as a choice for some time. Very surprising. This is very surprising to me. We do have CWC going for Gorgo, and of course Greece can definitely 100%, 200, 300% can defend this. We're gonna need to see what he's gonna do in the next period, and of course how is he gonna try to push that victory through. We do also need to see how they're gonna end up on the maps over here. Maybe it's something that we are not used to. Maybe he does have a certain strategy that we haven't seen before, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna need to check out how the proximity between the players will arrive. I do want to put really quickly also on the screen over here that remap vote. How many remaps do you think they're gonna go for? We do have 5 minutes to go for this, and of course there is a possibility for you to win more points. Is an interesting choice. Yes, we haven't seen it in some time, and I do believe we do need to see Mr. Toes over here turn off tournament draft. Oh, Mr. Toes. Man, every time I see his name, I'm thinking of those memes with toes. Do you know those memes with toes? I don't want to put them on the screen because somebody's gonna think that, ew, no, what is this? You're dipping toes. Odd roster match though. Yeah. Yep. Okay, there we go. There we go. We gotta turn it off. We do have, by the way, big shout out. I do want to give a big shout out to Paul. I so much appreciate that she started streaming with, I would say, for the French community, and she started streaming other games other than the French ones. I do believe she definitely is trying to, you know, get going when it comes to streaming. Very nice, very nice. Meyer Sons, good evening, sir. Hello, hello.
Stirrings of life beneath water.
Okay, so we got the first map generated over here. 7 Seas is gonna be revealed soon. Of course, on one side we got WhiteRqbbit with China. We got Lenny with the other China with Qin-Shi. Schuhmut on Zulu, Mr. Toes on Spain. On the right side we do have LittleTu on Gorgo. Yiran is gonna be the one with Victoria, looks like GLaYD is gonna pick up Portugal, and Czozp, last but not least, on Australia. I gotta say, I'm very curious about that Australian spawn. It does seem like it will influence the game quite a bit. I'm trying to figure out who's gonna be the first civ that we're gonna talk about, and it looks like it is gonna be China. This is Kublai, China. WhiteRqbbit over here is gonna play it. He's gonna have the honor of playing it with some fresh water from a lake. Looks like he's gonna have some tutus here. I think that's a sheep tile, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, that's stone tile. Stone. Well, from what I can see, unfortunately, he's gonna need to decide to go on the coast as well. Doesn't look like he has a lot of inlands, and I do see he can definitely put coastals and be protected by Spain on his east side. I don't think he's gonna have a problem putting coastals on the south either. You can see this is a closed off inland sea and doesn't actually get attacked by anybody, so it's gonna be fine. It's all good, it's all good. It was all in the wrist. We can actually see him go for the stone tile if he wants to for a 2-2 base, or he can just settle in place to actually benefit from more 2-2s. He does have a reef fish in the lake, and I do see a few mountains that will benefit him greatly when it comes to his campuses. +3s, +4s, +4s, +3s, a very, very nice adjacency. Actually, wait. This is a +5 because he has the reef as well. That's a easy peasy +5 here for China. Very nice, very nice. Next to WhiteRqbbit, we do have Spain, and we gotta see this continent split. You see these geothermals actually arriving here. This tells me this is a continent split somewhere. And yeah, it is a triple continent split for Spain. One of the things that did get changed, by the way, on Spain was its a continent split bonus. You still get multiple continents, by the way, bonus for the trade routes. The cities at least 8 tiles away from the capital do receive 25% towards districts. And we do need to see how he's gonna plan these out. I'm pretty sure he's gonna try to get at least one city on the other continents, and I do see, of course, the horse over here could be a prime example of a city on another continent. Not to mention the north is it's also gonna be a viable choice next to that tobacco tile. Now we do have him pumping out a scout. He does have a 2-2 base with multiple other 2-2s. And wait, Saipong is calling out the Banana City. Wait, there's a Banana Central? There's a Banana City somewhere? I did not see it. Where is Banana City? Banana. No banana? No banana? North next to river. Oh, this one you mean. You mean this one. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, I mean those bananas are actually, or this one. Yeah, this one also is gonna be quite strong, but I guess I was looking a bit more closer to him, but you're right. This could actually be quite strong over here if he actually gets so much food. I gotta say, going tall very fast doesn't actually suit you that much because it does bring down the amenities, and you go -3 and it's like icky. Definitely a problem. We don't need to see next up. What do we have here? We got Xian coming up with Lenin. We do have also bananas for him. Looks like he's only going to have a 3-1, not a 3-2, and that actually doesn't actually make, for that big of a deal. We do have also him with a 2-2 base, pumping out a scout. Looks like he's gonna get some incense for some extra faith if he wants to. A second city over here, quite nice. Does he have stone though? Stones. Sticks and stones. No sticks and stones. Lenny actually needs to go so far away for those stone tiles on the west side. That's gonna take a while. Is this a stone tile? No, this is just a plains hill, right? Yeah, that is just a plains hill. Well, not gonna be ideal, but can definitely put out the city further away from his capital towards the stone tile, so he gets a faster stone hedge. We do also need to take a look over here in the southeast. Canberra, this is what I wanted to see. Okay, one big continent, we got sheep tiles, 2 of them, 2 pastures to improve. He's getting a builder out to improve those quickly. He doesn't have that many of them throughout his cities, though. This is gonna be a bit of an issue, but I wouldn't say that big. Now he does have more in the south of this volcano, which can explode and just take them out entirely. It is the famous no stone, no stone. Yeah. Tips on how to give to hit golden without stone on China. Yeah, the general. Can you give us some tips over here? Thank you. Hello, Fire Tiger Page. Hello there, ma'am. Welcome. Let me actually take a look. What did I miss? The general is saying a remap. That's the only advice that he can actually put out, and of course I can't say I disagree with that. We do need to see also the appeal of Canberra. It looks like he is going to have a good campus over here to the northeast on that iron tile, and from what I can see, he does have a decent amount of coast to go for. Also, he is going to need to get a navy to actually take out Lenny's capital. That is something that Lenny, I don't think is going to see from the beginning. He's going to have a bit of an awkward moment here. Oh, Pikachu face, you know, boats come to my shores, a Pikachu face. We got Schuhmut coming up to the northeast, and it looks like Schuhmut over here is going to pump out 2 scouts from his capital. He is working 2-3-1 ivory tiles, and from what I can see, he also gets to benefit from a reef fish on the west. Well, not right now, but he is definitely going to get it at some point. We do have him with out of the coast to settle. He does have a one tile lake that he's gonna get some fresh water from, and going to the south over here, he definitely has quite a few places to settle his new cities. He is gonna trade punches with Gorgo, and I can't really say that's gonna be a bad matchup here. Now we do have also Zhao III to the southeast, and Portugal is gonna also need to defend himself against this. But again, we do need to see if there's gonna be a possibility for big Portugal over here to get going with the trade routes. And from what I can see, LittleTu can actually put one of those cities on the coast here and just allow Portugal to benefit from all of those juicy trade routes. Send the gold. Yes, generate gold. That is gonna be the mission of GLaYD, even though he will need to get some land armies to defend against Zulu. Maybe plug the chokes, you know, plug chokes, take everything over there. We do have GLaYD over here with a settler in 5. Looks like we do have him going to the north over here, or should go to the north for another city. I do also notice he does have one big continent, so amenities might actually be a problem here. Both him and Greece will have one single continent to work with. We do also see 311 fertiles to the south. Okay, sure. Next up, Victoria, Iran. One big continent. Okay, no extra trade routes for Monsieur for Senior here. We do see him upgrading some of his trade routes to 3 horses, to 3 sheep tiles. He is gonna get some extra cities over here to the north and to the south. I see the cattle tile, for example, would be a good choice, and another one to the south. But Portugal and Greece will also have trade. Spain and Kublai spawn are too good. Yeah, I think, I mean, that was a very big question. That is a very big question. Is every other spawn than China's a good spawn for China to give up on this? Do not give up. Well, yeah, you know, do not give up on this. Because, oh man, I don't know. It feels like, okay, what do they have? It's Mr. Toes on Spain, which you can see it's a good spawn. We got WhiteRqbbit, again, good spawn. Definitely not bad. It looks like Mr. Toes is gonna get to pounce on Iran at some point with England. They don't know about this, but they might find out at some point. I'm pretty sure they're gonna find out at some point. Then Zulu has the opportunity to go smash some Portuguese cities, not to mention fight mano a mano with Greece. So maybe this is, you know, not that bad. Lenny though is gonna be on the chopping block. He has definitely his capital on the seas, and he's gonna need to get a stronger unit to defend himself. Yeah, probably only cannibals are gonna work here. We do need to see what he's gonna do on the west side, and you do see he's quite far behind with the settlers here. Portugal, England could also trade, but Portugal, Greece will also have a great trade. Yeah, Portugal, England can also trade, yes, if England just gets a city to the south. Oh, the Nays have it. We got it. This is gonna be the map, boys. This is gonna be the map. This is it. This is it. You know? No more comebacks after this. Let's see what they're gonna choose to go for. Prediction, guys. Does anybody want to put up a prediction here? None. Looks like a lot of you did go for the none. Okay. Let's check out what's going on really quickly. We do have WhiteRqbbit, right, to take out next. The 7Cs and just I want to put really quickly the team names on the screen so we do know what's up. On the left side it's Amongus. On the right side we do have HOH or Holidays on Highlands. How does the remap vote work? Need 5+? No, you need 4. You need 4 out of 8. So basically it splits the teams in 2 and you need the teams to actually vote for one remap or not. It's not simple majority. Okay, so let's take a look on WhiteRqbbit. We do need to see him choosing a path for his settler. He can actually go multiple ways. One of the ways of course would be the olive tile, and I'm pretty sure he knows about it. He does have another one over here to the east side. Unfortunately that's a bit expensive. He's gonna need to buy out those tiles, and it looks like he is going east. Now we do have another settler coming up in 6 turns. He did settle in place. I do see iron tile 3 tiles away from his capital, horse tile 3 tiles away from his capital to the north. Both of them would need to be acquired and worked. Usually, of course, Kublai does want to go towards currency. That's exactly what he's trying here. Currency 23 turns, 4 and trade in 4. Now moving up next, we do have Madrid with his settler going to the north. He's probably eyeballing that tobacco tile over there with a 2-2 base, fresh water and tobacco. He's actually going to get a faster pantheon. We do have another settler coming up in 6. I do notice his horse tile again is going to be 3 tiles out. That's very far away. We do have his iron actually acquired by the game over here right next to him. His iron tile is going to be next to the captain. So if everyone in the team agrees, remember if one is gonna wish for another team. Yeah, but well, most of the time we don't actually take that into account. Like if anything, it's probably gonna be a mistake if he says if one from the team says nay. He's not. I don't know if it's you know, he's probably gonna be fishing for another team if he keeps doing the same thing over and over again. But I guess sometimes you do have a few players laughing a little bit about it. You know. Anyway, we do have Spain actually with Mount Kilimanjaro to the east side, the 3-3 tiles, 4-2s over here for him to use, a bit far away than he would ideally want to, but I'm pretty sure he can actually get a city there at some point. I do of course see he can settle the city on the tobacco as well. I'm actually very curious how he's gonna plan out all of these cities improvements, since we do have on the plantations an extra production point. Well, I'm pretty sure this is gonna incentivize them to keep them and improve them rather than settle on them. Looking at China, Taiwan did get settled, and yes, he's gonna get his Stonehenge from there. One of the things that usually China does and China wants is to get a builder as soon as possible. I'm actually thinking maybe they want to give him the gold to get a builder. Schuhmut does have 87 gold in the bank now, but I'm actually thinking, is he actually gonna... Oh, I see. He has a bit of an issue over here. He just bought 2 slingers. Wow, that's an extremely expensive start for him. And of course, we do need to see Portugal over here try to get... wait, isn't... Oh, yeah. Okay, they're enemies. I was thinking, but they didn't declare war. You see, I don't actually take a look over here on the damage points. I can't see it. Anyway, back to China. He did go for Monument of the... Wait, Monument to the Gods? This is the monument, the pantheon that gives you extra production towards wonders. Isn't this the extra production towards wonders? Monument to the gods, like 50%, or how much you get? 50 monument, not this one. Monument to the gods. 20% production towards wonders. That's a lot of production towards wonders. Oh my god, Kenzie, lol, good evening, son. We do have also, let's see, Salty telling us something. I remember a team member voting no because he got a builder from a tiki hat. Yeah, exactly. His team remapped anyway, right? They overpowered him. Yeah, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Well, we do have another settler coming up from Qian, and I do see a Taiwan who is going to have a problem here. He's going to need to build that build, and it will take him 10 turns. It's going to take a while until he actually gets his Stonehenge build. I'm pretty sure he wants to wait anyway for the Holy Site to finish in his capital city, so he actually gets to convert both of his cities. Now we do have him with iron tile to the southeast of Xi'an. That's going to be 3 tiles out, unfortunately for him. He did settle much closer to the horses with his second settle. That's going to put that horse 2 tiles out. And I, of course, do see he's going to have a few more cities over here on the northern river. The biggest question is, what is he going to do against Australia? They did meet each other, and Lenny is going to figure out Australia over here is going to have an opportunity to take out his capital with those caravels. We do know that Canberra has an extremely good tempo when it comes to the science and the culture, so I wouldn't be surprised if Czozp is just going to go haywire with his options. What I am surprised of is Australia actually going over here on the aluminium tile next to that volcano to settle a city, instead of putting another city next to the coast, where of course you can see actually the Chinese scouts sit over there. He did go around, and they did meet each other. By now the 2 scouts did meet each other, and it looks like the third settle is going to go somewhere in the south, maybe on that maize tile. He does have a lot of breathtaking tiles, so he can put those campuses to work, and I'm sure he is actually going towards campuses. There we go. Writing coming up in 2, early empire in 18. Going for a monument, we do have the war declaration being sent to the other team. Looks like Ondini it's getting smashed, and of course we do have a Zulu over here with a few of those slingers trying to take care of this, and since he did invest, this I believe was quite a mistake over here, but they do have, oh my god, they have enough gold. Amazing. What is this luck over here? They did manage to get enough gold to just put into Ondini, into that warrior, and now the city is a bit too strong for both the warrior and of course the scouts to attack into. We do have Zulu also with the opportunity to attack these scouts with his slingers, newly acquired slingers. He does have another settler coming up in 1, and I'm pretty sure the cotton tile over here to the southeast is waving at him. He's winking, and as you can see, LittleTu has little chances of actually pushing Ondini. 2 versus 1, clap. Yeah, obviously fertility 2 if that's available. I would have preferred Floodplains Pantheon there. Over here on on Xi'an, on Taiwan and so on. Yeah, the Floodplains Pantheon does make sense. Definitely makes sense. Looking at Zulu, of course, we do see he's gonna need to push back his opponents here. I do also notice he does have an iron tile to the southwest to benefit from horses next to his city center, and I do want to quickly take a look at Australia's resources also, because we did not go for them. Horses next to Canberra, and I do see iron to the northeast on that peninsula. I'm pretty sure actually Australia can and will put a campus there. It does look like the perfect placement. Well, actually this one would be the perfect placement, but I don't think he's gonna spend the gold, just saying. Looking at what's going on, Zulu pulling down Ikandas. He is of course going to try to get those general points from an early stage, and I do see he's starting to push back the Greek units from the north. We do have him also pushing back the Portuguese warriors back in their land, and he did figure out where Lisbon is. Now GLaYD over here is gonna be having a bit of an issue to settle his third city. I'm pretty sure he wanted to go north with the third city to put all of those on the same coast. Looks like he's not gonna do that. He's gonna go south somewhere, and we do have him with Cliffs of Dover. Does he know about the Cliffs of Dover? He does. Okay, so he can go here and just benefit from that extra culture, the extra gold, and of course the 2/2s next to it, and not to mention the extra era score that you get from selling that wonder. Next to the city of Lisbon, we do have horses. We do have also iron tile, 2 tiles out. And looks like we do have a monument being pumped up in 2 turns from there. Okay. Didn't in the north, Greece actually did start up his Temple of Artemis. This is, I think we didn't actually check out the Greek spawn earlier. We do have him with horses already improved. He did get a tier tile, and of course that's the reason he can actually get his Temple of Artemis going. I do notice he's gonna have at least 4 amenities in the capital with actually 5 amenities. Look at that plantation to the east side, and of course Ephesus is also gonna have 1 ivory improved there, and that's gonna give him an extra amenity. Very nice, very nice. The biggest question is who is gonna want to trade with Portugal here, since GLaYD is working internals at the moment. Somebody, I see this, I see Birmingham just got settled, and of course we do have it on the trade routes with Portugal. That's gonna be a lot of gold generated by these 2 powerhouses, and that actually makes sense because Greece is probably not gonna go commercials for the beginning of the game. We do have a possible chop here for LittleTu. He did get the fertility rights as a Pantheon, just got a free builder, and we do need to see what he's gonna use those for. I didn't know that either. I only play BBG. Didn't know what? Didn't know who? I honestly didn't know there was a Pantheon for production towards Wonders. Oh, kick double, yeah. I think it's in the base game as well, but it's so underpicked. Like, nobody wants to pick it. Really, nobody wants to pick it. And I think if they go like a little bit higher with like 25 production towards Wonders, it just goes a bit too much. Like, definitely it's a bit too much. England still didn't pick a Pantheon yet. We do have the traders creating the land road towards London. I do also notice monuments coming up from multiple cities, and he did improve his horse style and the 4-to-1 fish style in the water. Didn't get his boost though for his Celestial Navigation. Is he gonna wait for Portugal, or how are they gonna get the boost for Celestial Navigation? Well, are they hard taking Celestial Navigation now? Oh no, he's getting another builder. Okay, so he's gonna get to improve the crabs and get the boost. Okay, very nice. He's gonna boost GLaYD at the same time. In the base game, it's 15% only ancient and classical. There we go. Clue the second. Thank you so much. Yep. I was remembering something. I didn't know the exact numbers, but I was remembering that's in the base game as well. Looking at also London, we do have him actually benefiting from wait, he's not benefiting from an iron tile. Where is his iron? Oh my god, it's on the other island. Really? Oh, he's gonna need to settle there for the iron. Well, that's gonna be a bummer, but I'm pretty sure England is gonna want to be expansive over here as much as possible and give as much land as he possibly can to Greece as well. Look at this river. This is probably gonna be a Greek river. He does have another one to the west side. And of course fighting Zulu is gonna be his mission. Now that we do know each and every civilization, we got a few more pantheons to look at. God of the Sea, for example, on England. We do have Magnus coming up in 5 turns in that city center. Magnus Internals is going to be the way, and he is putting a new settlers in production from Bristol and his capital city, London. Let's see this. Lisbon actually did not go for a pantheon. Here we got God of War and Plunder picked up by Zulu. He's going to try to get all of those generals. This is going to be quite interesting how many of them he's going to get and how fast he's going to get them. Okay, Canberra still didn't get a pantheon here. I'm still very surprised about this city choice. The 2-2 base, yes, works nice. Fresh water, a lot of 2-2 chops in there, but no pastures to speak of. For example, this would be an extremely good city. I guess Czozp was kind of forced by his opponent to go there because he didn't want to give a free settle to China here. We do have China also 4 turns away from getting Stonehenge. The builder does have another chop and does have another charge, and I do believe he's gonna be well into this. He did finish his holy site next to Xi'an, and of course we are still surprised about that monument to the gods. What do we have? City Patron Goddess coming up from Spain, another settler, a 4th settler coming up from Madrid, and both of his other cities are on other continents. Is gonna work those traders quite nicely from Barcelona to Madrid and from Seville to Madrid. I do see on the south on the inlands. He's not gonna be prioritizing anytime soon to get a settle there. But I guess it is what it is. Oh, here he can settle another one on the heavy chariot, 3 cities with another continent bonus. The builder power. What do you mean the builder power? Is there builder power? I don't know. Okay, who is China? China? No, China did not get Pantheon yet. We do see WhiteRqbbit actually needing to get those commercials online, and he's one of the first ones to build them. Nobody's actually competing with him in the Great Merchant screen. Are you asking about the builder Pantheon or China's builder ability? Oh, the builder power. Oh, this is the builder power. Add production to a wonder. Yes. We also need oh my god, this actually reminds me of Saiwan Kiwa. 1 turn away from finishing Stonehenge. We're gonna see that we're gonna see that religion activate here. It's gonna be the first religion in the game. I did also notice Braga did get settled in the south of Lisbon on the cliffs of Dover. I noticed it because it doesn't actually show up with a city center here. No, this is a city without a head. How is this possible? There's no blue. Hello there, LittleTu. How are you, sir? Good evening. Also, China's builder ability, just wanted to know if it was insane in... Yes, it is the same in BBG. It adds production towards wonders. Yes, it definitely is the same. Now, that's probably one of the reasons that Lenny over here is trying to make the most out of his builders, to increase the production towards his wonders, and of course try to build them as fast as possible. That actually might be less builder charges that you spend on your wonders because of the monument, but honestly, we're going to need to keep an eye out. I'm not sure first-handed on this. I do want to put the prediction really quickly on the screen here, so we do know about your opinion, who will win. It's gonna be the question, and we do have Amongus on one side and HOH on the other side. Submission period 30 minutes, and of course let's start this up. We do have the Great Prophet starting to line up from Xi'an. It looks like Australia is trying to figure out where is that trader going. It's an internal trade route, so he doesn't actually get anything from it. We got a few farms improved here on the wheat tiles, and a new follower, Alavanka. Hello there, son, and welcome. Kepor is calling out all in HOH. All in HOH. Yeah, definitely. We got a fan over here. Hello there. Alex 2005, also good evening, sir. Does the Wonder Production Pantheon stack with the builder ability? Like, do you get more than 15% if you have Wonder building multipliers? You should get, yes, you should get more production, because I think it's depending on how much X amount of production the builder can put into the Wonder, and the Wonder's production, or I should say queue time, should be depending on how many bonuses. Like, it should cut into how much production it needs total. So the two numbers should go closer to each other. Yes. We got Sparta also finishing up that Temple of Artemis in Sparta. Looks like more settlers coming up from Ephesus and capital city. Greece is fighting one of the Zulu scouts to the west side, and it looks like he's gonna finish the job soon here. Ondini just got flooded right in our faces, and LittleTu has... Oh, wait. Yeah, there we go. He just saw it. The scout didn't have a way out of there. He just went into... Man, he tried to run into the forest and ended up right in the face of water. So then, you know, LittleTu's archers just popped out of the forest over there. And, oh, I see you. And then took him out. Not cool, bro. Not cool. We got Moksha in Ulundi setting up, and Zulu is gonna get some extra points of culture from it. I gotta say, if there's one thing that Schuhmut is definitely liking, is this Irel word. So I'm thinking he is definitely right there in his own element when it comes to his position on the map. I do have him pumping out new settlers here, and I'm pretty sure everybody is gonna get their golden age. Ooh, Iran actually has a bit of an issue, but he's gonna get his Royal Navy dockyard, and he's gonna be fine. Then we got one turn for that Royal Navy dockyard. He's gonna put another city to the north, probably on the cattle tile for the extra food in the city center, and of course get bigger, stronger, faster, sooner. We do have Magnus establishing in one turn, and he did put out 3 of these Royal Navy dockyards. I'm really curious, is he gonna go so fast for lighthouses, or is he gonna wait for more cities? I do remember he was building another settler from Bristol, so I'm very curious what happened to that one. Yeah, exactly. Harder, better, faster, stronger. Yeah, the killer formula. Plus the Wonder Cards, it doesn't sound like that bad of a pattern if you are on free sim. Yeah, it doesn't sound like one, but it might be one. I don't know, we'll see. I mean, honestly, we're gonna need to keep an eye out on Lenny. I'm pretty sure he knows what he's doing. We do have a Divine Inspiration with +6 Faith, Sacred Places, of course, his choice to go for today. From each of these wonders, he's gonna get a +6 Faith generation into the cities, and for each city that has built at least one wonder, he's gonna get those +2, +2, +2, +2, +2, +2, +2, +2, +2 advantages. Unfortunately for him, Australia somehow sneaked in a scout, and it looks like he's gonna have to attack it soon. He only has a slinger and a scout over here of his own to actually attack into the Czozpian scout. This is Australia trying to get back on his opponent over here for forcing him to settle a bad city. Well, it is what it is. What can I say, Australia? You do need to get out of this alive. And yes, he did put that campus over there on the coast, on the peninsula. He's gonna need to get the fish for the for those scientists, and from what I can see, Czozp is starting to improve more of his land, getting a 4th settler out and putting another campus here. This is going to be a +6 campus right off the bat. That is going to be quite amazing. Lenny is on 10 science and 11 culture, of course, benefiting from those bonuses in Taiwan, and he's going to need to get a wonder in Xi'an for an extra one. Changcha is also gonna build a great path from what I can see, and I'm actually very surprised. Why no Etemenanki, bro? Or is he gonna go and build it in Taiwan? Why no Etemenanki? Like, really? Anyway, now we don't see Spain coming up with a settler to the east side, and this is the biggest question that I have, I guess. He's gonna go for the 2-2 base over here. I was thinking maybe it's better to actually put it more closer towards the mountains, so you can get faster access to a good campus, and you still benefit from everything. Not to mention, you also open up a city here next to the one-tile lake. You see there aren't that many options, but I guess if he does put it over here, he's still gonna get to settle somewhere over here, actually on the Italian, the 1-2. Mr. Toes over here just doesn't want to get his hands dirty, to move a little more, and of course carry all of that weight with his heavy chariots. The settlers, man, the settlers are very heavy, bro. They're heavy, very heavy. You gotta be, you know, aware of your unit's capabilities over there. You don't want to put too much stress on them. That's so bad. We got lighthouses coming out of his harbors. He's gonna get a +4 in the city of Madrid, getting him that nice and juicy era score. I do see 3 turns out from getting a new age, and of course Mr. Toes still needs to discover his land. He's starting to slowly discover the coast that he has to benefit from, and that's a lot of coast to the northwest that he's gonna get to settle. He's probably gonna be the one fighting England. It looks like WhiteRqbbit is also putting a city here on the coast, Jiaodong, and he did get Lady of the Reeds and Marshes. Looks like he is gonna try to get some extra advantages here. Oh my god, that's so much gold. That is so much gold for not that much production. That, oh my god, that's just 25 and 35 gold put right there. 60 gold. 60 gold. No, Philip 329, how are you doing, sir? Good and Aben, you spent all into HOH lose, surely? Oh, you did? Wait, you did? Wow, okay. Yeah, you know, you predicted Amongus. Okay, I see how it is. Okay. Oh, big brain plays over here. So he healed the Temenanki to Kublai with all of those marsh tiles. That's a very good question. Is he gonna give Temenanki to Big China? To Kublai? To the big brother with a more mustache? Well, a different mustache, because honestly, each of these leaders do have their own mustaches. You can see over here different designs. You know, one is curly, the other one is not. Okay, really quickly, because we're just one turn away from getting into the golden ages. Let's see what the city-states of these games are. We got Zanzibar with Hanza and Mogadishu showing up for the commercial city-states, for the trade ones. We got Hong Kong and Auckland coming up for industry. Looks like Yerevan and La Venta with Vatican City are going to be the ones providing some faith benefits, and I'm pretty sure China is going to need at least one envoy in there. We got Bologna as the single city state that will give the science bonuses to anybody that's going to put some envoys in it and snatch it away, keep it for himself, you know. Yeah, mine. We got Enga Zargamu with Kabul coming up next for the military. I'm pretty sure both of them are actually quite good. Kabul much better than Enga Zargamu when it comes to this map. We do not have a Mali. And we got a question here. Ozdemir Burke asking us about the Auckland location. Let me see if I can actually click on this. Wow, yeah, there we go. We got Czozp already putting an Amari in there. We got 3 farms improved by Auckland. Man, these guys are farmers, Aucklandians. Now he's gonna get to protect that city state as well, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna get all of the bonuses on the water. Already benefiting from some extra bonuses here, and didn't even improve his resources, and he's going crazy with that. Nice move, yeah. Yes, you are. Oh, fire, yeah, you are. The Aucklandians are very good farmers. Okay, I see how it is. Yeah. Australia, another inland city. I don't know about this, bro. Why are you going Czozp? I mean, okay, I understand you wanna get to expand as far and wide as possible, but why now? You know, like, why at the beginning? One of the good things of this land is he has so much breathtaking appeal. He's gonna get extremely good campuses, so I gotta give him that. Of course, with the +6 in Hobart, that was amazing anyway. It does have this one, which is kind of a ew. We got a 2.1. Wait, really? Even the marshal to his east side was better. Like, really, bro? I don't know. Anyway, Australia getting in there with a boat. He did figure out where China lives, and of course he did pillage one of his holy sites, while China over here is seeing what's going on, and both of them are like, no. Row. He saw, and immediately Lenny was putting buttons, or was clicking buttons, furiously clicking buttons. Get in there, stop the boat. And of course we do have Lenny also focusing on getting more wonders. Changsha is gonna get his great bath here next to his city center, and we do have China also probably going for the chocolate hills over here to the west side. I do have to see, of course, the golden age options. We just tuned in to that new era, and let's see it. John Curtin, pen, brush, and voice, the culture, and of course he's gonna get his gold from his districts. We do have him establishing Moksha in Hobart, and from what I noticed, he's getting quite a few settlers out. 4 of them to count. He's gonna try to expand as soon as possible. GLaYD, pen, brush, and voice, golden age on his 4-city Portuguese empire. We do have him getting some new builders, and you can see already he's sending out coastal trade routes. 53 gold a turn for Monsieur GLaYD. Senor GLaYD. Autocracy as his government. He might actually want to get a few wonders here, maybe chop one down. I do see him putting down more harbors for the gold, and he is not that concerned about Zulu from the north. We got LittleTu on a pen, brush, and voice golden age, 7 science and 16 culture, 13 gold a turn, with multiple acropolises coming out to giving the points of culture, not to mention start to acquire those points of artists, the writers, the artists, and of course the musicians. We got encampments also coming out from Sparta. Oh, I'm not sure about this one. I'm pretty sure he's gonna get the Government Plaza from somewhere else. I'm not so sure about Governor Magnus no Government Plaza type of city. Like, you would imagine you want to get the best yields possible from your trade routes, and the best yields possible from your trade routes is when you couple Governor Magnus with districts that give you the most points, which of course would be government plazas, diplomatic quarters, commercials, harbors, encampments, and so on. So he's either gonna need to wait until he's gonna get pop 7 or put it down from SS, which is just not ideal. Like, he's gonna lose so much food and production from this, so much food and production. One of the interesting things is, and I guess one of the reasons that LittleTu does not actually care about this might be the fact that he's not going to go commercials that heavy, so he's not going to have a lot of trade-offs to use, so I guess he doesn't think the loss will be that bad going for encampment trading projects. So he can actually get a great general. Zulu is on 6 great general points at 10. It also acquired 2 of them till now, Burica and Hannibal Bansa, and this was one of the moments I've seen a lot of the players, by the way, just get projects out or already get projects out. He did want to build other stuff, and of course new settlers are on the way. He's going to be on 5 cities soon, and that's actually going to give him quite a bit of an advantage, and we're going to need to see how he's going to try to use the extra production. Iran on 10 science and 19 culture, on pen, brush and voice, golden age, 4 cities. We've got audience chamber coming up from London, God of the Sea as a pantheon, getting a lot of production towards his coastal resources, and lighthouses for Birmingham, Bristol, Leeds is gonna get a Royal Navy dockyard, and I do see he put his government plaza in such a way that he's hitting both of his early Royal Navy dockyards. Very, very good yields from both of them now. Hey, bonsoir Voltaire, hello there, bienvenue. How's the milk? Do you see China building pyramids, or it would be too late to be effective? Definitely China needs to build pyramids, don't get me wrong. Yes, and he's snatching away Temenanki as well. I called it. Taiwan 3 turns out from a Temenanki. He's not gonna give it to WhiteRqbbit. Wow, snatching that away from your own ally, bro. Wow, what is this? Lenny just, man, no shame, no fear. He's getting every one of the wonders. Temenanki 1 turn, Xi'an is gonna get Hanging Gardens. Changsha did build Great Bath, going for Oracle in Longsea. Did get Stonehenge. Really? Everything here? What is pyramids? You said something about pyramids. Oh my god, that's a bit far away, but I guess he can still go there at some point. I definitely think pyramids on China has a very good return, but we'll see. Okay, so Kublai Khan China did go for Lady of the Reeds and Marshes and did put 4 cities down, about to get his 5th one going. Very surprised he's not going for the olives here. The olive settle would also give him an opportunity to actually move boats from Beijing. Not that he cares actually, because you know all of this is actually not I would say attackable. We do have him with an extra amenity from that city without needing to improve it if he goes for it, and I'm really curious what is he gonna choose to go for. He's getting new builders out from his cities. I do see he did manage to improve his fish, but no horsey. He didn't improve his horsey. Oh, actually another 2 cities come out. I do see another one here to the north, getting right in the face of Seville. They're probably gonna start trading with each other relatively quickly here on a different continent, so the best bonuses you can get. We do have WhiteRqbbit on 9 science and 19 culture with 29 and 28 gold a turn, 37 production, not that high when it comes to the production, but he is on the average of everybody else. Schuhmut gonna go for Pembrush and Voice of his own, did get that God of War and Plunder, starting to settle cities right in the face of his opponent. And of course you do see LittleTu is trying to figure out, okay, this guy actually wants my cities, what am I gonna do now? Well, build an army, get a general, kill him. We do have campus coming up from Ulundi in 110. This is going to be a +3 over here. And I'm thinking he's actually wanting to keep those rainforest tiles next to that district so he can get the splendid bonus and then move on. Oh, never mind. He already got a splendid bonus from Ungumdumdumlovu. We do have an exploding volcano here, getting some more eels for the volcanic soil tiles. And of course, we do need to keep on watching what's going to happen here. Did Black Peter win yesterday? Yes. Okay. Hello, one more coffee. Hey, how are you doing, sir? Good evening. Happy Friday indeed. Was there, by the way, do I still need to see how is it going with Thanksgiving, by the way? Is it just yesterday, or this is just the Thanksgiving week? You guys are celebrating it like throughout the weekend? Is this what's going on, like throughout Thursday, throughout Friday? You're getting to meet with your family and so on and so forth, and of course Sunday, Saturday, Sunday. Zulu can Irel himself into 2 people. Sounds like a win. Yeah, definitely can Irel himself. Yeah, we do see Monikandas coming out from Schuhmut, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna try to chop a few units down. He is starting to put down his government plaza from Ondini. Not in a place that I was expecting, but I guess, well, it is what it is. He's still gonna get some extra bonuses towards a campus, so might as well. Now, we do have Moksha established in the capital city, and I'm asking anybody that is actually celebrating Thanksgiving. I have no idea of the, go-to stuff for it, so I'm asking anybody that is actually going. Okay, me neither, but I want to know. I'm really curious because I guess it's kind of awkward to see celebrations during the middle of the week, so that's why I'm asking. It was yesterday, but a lot of people have Friday off too and travel to visit family, so extend the celebration. So that's what's happening, right? I was assuming this might happen, right? Because it's a bit awkward to just see that on Thursday, Mount Kilimanjaro, there was a Mount Kilimanjaro, yes. Akoruna did get settled. Oh my god, he actually made that settler carry all of that weight towards Akoruna. Man, I gotta say, wow, this is unbelievable. Mr. Toes over here, I can only imagine his toes right now. The toes of the settler at this point, after he carried all of that weight to get it, the tents, the houses, the wood and everything, the tools to actually get this city going in Akoruna. Oh my god, that was such a long way. Of course, we do have traders starting to build the road towards Madrid. And I'm pretty sure he's gonna need to get another settle here. I don't like this. No ancestral hall, but why? This is such a low return on investment over here. Anyway, we got more traders coming up from Barcelona, and I do have to point out he didn't actually settle next to the tobacco. He settled on the tobacco tile, getting himself an extra amenity and that faith from the beginning. With City Patreon Goddess, he's getting 50% off his first district, and we'll see how that is gonna be like. Yeah, this spot is unbelievable. Look at all of these 4-3 tiles, 3-1-1s, 5-2s, 4-2-2s, 3-4s, 3-4-1s. Really? Chocolate cake, chocolate cake, chocolate cake. We'll also take a look on Lenny. Lenny did go for that monumentality golden age, and he's benefiting from 47 faith at 10. That is actually quite nice when it comes to that faith generation. He's on 25 science and 23 culture. Not bad. He's actually better at this point in stats than John Curtin, which did get amazing yields to work with. But I gotta point out something. I gotta say John Curtin is not going that fast for his yields. He's more interested in going for the long-term benefits here. Getting those cities in correct spots for the very, very good campuses. He did get forced to settle Melbourne a little bit earlier than he wanted to, and now he's getting horses to probably take out Zanzibar. We do have China with theater squares coming out of his cities. Oracle gonna finish next turn or this turn, depending if he actually wants to put that last builder charge in. He is working the Chocolate Hills tiles on the west side, and oh my god, he's a long sea. Citizens over there getting so much chocolate. I don't know if it's good for their health. We do have audience chamber coming up from Xi'an, and it looks like Moksha was his choice for a governor in there. Taiwan did finish at Temenaki earlier, and that actually gives him a bit more extra science. One of the reasons he does have these stats, 27 and 25. It doesn't actually have oh my god, he actually did. He actually did. That's a Pingala Oracle City double wham slam. Thank you, ma'am. Oh my god, he's gonna get so many of these scientists and everything over here. Oh my god, he's actually gonna do it. Theater squares coming up as the next district in that city, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna try to get as many of these early writers as possible. He's gonna fight off Greece though. They are from opponent teams, and of course Greece over here already on 6th grade writer points at 10. China, you know, tentatively getting 1. He's just a few turns away from finishing those extra theater squares, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna go wild over here. The party animal is gonna start to show up from China. We do have one other piece of information here for you to give. Mr. Toast did go for a pen, brush, and voice golden age, and he's gonna benefit from I want to say from the extra culture and the extra gold in his districts, starting to get a decent amount of gold generated. Actually, that's a big gold generation here. 91 gold a 10 from Mr. Toast, putting all of those gold trade routes towards China, towards the west side. Guangzhou, Jiaodong, Beijing is going to be on the way. We do need to see all of these traders get there. Can Australia take 2 coastal capitals? Yeah. You mean, wait, I don't know what you mean. You mean if he can take Xi'an and Ulundi, but Ulundi is not coastal. He can at battleships, I guess, take Schuhmuts. Yeah. Yeah, Australia over here is gonna need to do that. Yeah, probably. When do you think Ancestral Hall is getting a return? Well, first of all, it's when you build it. That's one of the reasons. So the timing of getting Ancestral Hall is very important. If you do manage to get enough settlers, and of course get enough builders to match that, and at the same time go like very wide. So he already got 4 cities, and then he started up to build this Ancestral Hall. Ideally, you also want to get feudalism, and he is 5 turns away from feudalism. He's gonna get that as well, but and of course we're going to need to see how many cities he's going to pump out afterwards. I guess this is a lot of land for him to develop. I'm pretty sure we got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, another 5 cities, so it can be settled after this. We'll see. But the spot is incredible. Is Spain higher GPT than Portugal? I'm Daniel. Good evening, sir. Indeed, Spain over here is surprising us with that extra GPT. This is very good, very good. Oh, sorry, got distracted. No. See, this is what can I say, man? I get distracted, you know, Discord people sending me pics, and then I'm getting distracted over here. What is this? Good evening, sir. I'm fine. You know, just getting up for the weekend. We're actually gonna have quite a few streams, and the CivGive is planning to reveal those leader civilizations that we're gonna get to play during the CivGive. I can't wait for tomorrow evening. And at the same time, I'm thinking we're gonna have those games started up. I think retired China going against who was it? HOH. We're gonna see another time these boys actually play during this weekend, but this time in the CPL Premier. And then we're also gonna have them play against the Laggers, a team from I think it was initially from Russia, but it did get reshuffled, and I'm pretty sure we got new members coming in from other places. I guess people like the Laggers Oh, new member on Discord. Mirthas, hello there, sir. Hello, sir. Welcome, welcome. Good evening. I'm also thinking about Midnight Suns, by the way. This is something that is standing in the back of my mind. I am actually extremely excited to see the game, and I can't wait to actually get to play it. I don't know if you guys know about Midnight Suns, but definitely an interesting game to play. I do have a Discord. Wait, you're not on my Discord? Oh, you are on my Discord. Hello, welcome, welcome. Yep, we got China also picking up Hypatia as a first great scientist that he's gonna get over here from what I can see. Oh, yeah, he did get also a few of these merchants. Marcus Licinius Crassus being one of them. I don't see extra trade routes yet. Looks like some of the admirals are also starting to be acquired. England is starting to have them, and by the looks of it, he's putting down a campus here from London. He's gonna have a +3 next to his capital city, and of course the government plaza. We did see him go for audience chamber as a specializing building of choice, and I do also notice he's gonna start putting cities on the eastern side of this gulf. Can I call it a gulf? Because this feels like it's a gulf, right? I know, like thinking worldwide distances, this is not a gulf. This is more like a inland ocean or sea, but man, I don't know, it just feels better if I call it a gulf. You know, one tile choke to get out of there, and we do have over here him needing to go all the way around to actually meet all of these Chinese boats. You. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna call it the Gulf. Thank you. We got monuments coming up from Leeds. Looks like God of the Sea, of course, giving him all of those extra production points. Greece did go for 5 cities and settled Olympia in some awkward place over here. I don't understand this placement. I guess he's gonna try to make that as a big defensive structure, but oh my god, that's just non-fresh water governor Victor established boosted city with Acropolis next to it. I don't know about that one, bro. One tile to the north and he would have had a 2-2 base with another 2-2 that he could have acquired. I guess it was a bit of a problem with units attacking into him or something. I have no idea. We do see also Schuhmut start to get a few horses out, and he is starting to attack his opponent, well, starting to move his opponent. And I just saw, by the way, Zanzibar being taken over. Again, Australia over here did manage to get 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 cities already. This is 1042 and he has 8 cities, the most cities out of the game at this point in time. The next ones up are actually WhiteRqbbit with 6 and the other China with 6. Wait a second, actually the two China nations did manage to get so many cities out. We do have also Longsi putting out a commercial, and he did finish that theater square. Now that means he's gonna start to generate so many of these great writer points already on 6.9. He's gonna go crazy. We do have him improving some of these coppers, and of course he got a lot of the plantations improved for the extra gold, for the extra benefits of production and so on. Now getting more cities out is probably gonna be a priority. He does generate 56 faith a turn, so definitely a good moment for him to use that faith into getting more builders, getting more settlers. I'm very curious if we're gonna see actually Australia try to go as fast as possible towards caravels. We don't actually see that happening. He's going bronze working, he's getting a bit in feudalism, like he's not really clicking on caravels to take his opponent out. We do have another settler coming up from Canberra. Magnus establishing in the capital city with campuses coming up from his other cities. Finally, actually, wait, did he not finish this campus in Melbourne? He has been building this for like so long now. And I do see Sydney getting 1. Brisbane did also put 1 down, another +6 over here next to that city center with Pingala establishing. Oh my god, he's gonna get so many good ones. Celestial Animals, good evening, sir. I mean, kind of similar to the Persian Arabian Gulf. Yeah, Exactly, he knows. Oh my god, celestial animals. Yes, you understand me completely over here. Thank you so much, sir. Greece Acropolis must be built on the hills. Gets extra adjacency for being next to the city center. Yes, you are correct, ma'am. It does get to build, but this is a hill. It's anyway. So he just lost his fresh water for a faster turn. That's, I guess, what I was meaning to say. Anyway, I guess he has a plan in mind. We will need to see it revealed. Sparta did get his 7th population, and I am expecting a campus over here soon enough. We do have that Cavern Plaza between the two acropolises, and of course that boosts its culture. Actually, LittleTu at the moment is on 48 culture with 22 science. We do need to see if he's gonna get enough of these writers going. Next time he's gonna get another one. He did manage to acquire one at least. Yeah, one till now, while China did manage to get one as well. Oh, I didn't realize he settled on hills. Yeah, he did. He actually did. I'm very curious, of course, how Schuhmut is going to want to play this out. If he's going to try to poach Portuguese cities or try to take them out from Greece, one of the two. I don't think he can do both, but I'm pretty sure he's going to try. We do still have quite a few chops for his available for his land, and from what I noticed, he's not actually trying to pre-build his builders that much, but he's going for bad access. Well, not bad. He's gonna get a lot more of those general points. He's already going crazy with these 8 per turn, while Portugal is on 1, and they did take out all of the generals already. On Portuguese side, we do have an encampment put down from Lisbon. It definitely feels like he's a bit afraid of this war happening next to his borders. And of course, I do have to point out GLaYD is only on 17 science with 35 culture. He does need an extra population count in Lisbon to actually put a campus to the south. I'm still surprised that he's using from Plaza from his other cities, but I guess it's fine. Now, one of the things that I usually don't like, and I guess it's, how to say, it's a snag in my mind. I don't like when government plazas are being built from other cities, mostly because of the longer time that you get to build it and the longer time that you get to build a specializing building in it. Like it just slows down everything afterwards, especially if you're planning to do something like audience chamber or the sister hall. It does take away a lot from your options. You can see, for example, 6 turns for an audience chamber. It's halfway there. Wow. And is this Bologna going crazy? Oh. Okay, time for a poll. Time for a poll, guys. Time for a poll. Who is stronger? Let's see. Braga or Bologna? Let's go, boys. Let's go. Time for a poll. Big poll. Big poll. Let's go. Let's go. Who is stronger? Of course, Bologna has 4 warriors right next to Braga, and Braga has 0. And we do need to see if that city state is going to manage to take over one of the cities. This is the most, I would actually call it, go as far as to call it the most important city of Portugal. Mostly because of that extra culture he's getting there. Oh my God, it's getting attacked. Is he gonna even buy a builder, a warrior? He has 102 gold a turn, bro. 232 gold in the bank. He can even just straight up buy a galley, a swordsman, a horseman, warrior in there, anything he wants. So an archer. What the F, bro? Does he not believe? Okay, there we go. He bought a boat. He actually bought a boat. Well, I gotta say, I'm not so sure that actually stops Braga from dying. Bologna is just gonna kill his warriors into that city. I think everybody saw the Hunger Games, right? This is the Hunger Games between Braga and Bologna. This is District 11 going against the capital. You know? Maybe a warrior will step on the government plaza. Yeah. Big brain indeed. We got quite a few more settlers coming around from Kublai. WhiteRqbbit is starting to finish those campuses, and I do notice Xi'an, the city of Xi'an, did get placed to the southwest, a bit further away than I was expecting on from Beijing. He did leave an extra spot here to the south, but I'm still very surprised he didn't settle his olive tile. We do also see him getting an arena from Guangzhou. Doesn't have actually magnets established there, so well, I'm not so sure. I'm not that convinced he's gonna get Colosseum. He can, don't get me wrong, he can get Colosseum. He can actually get it to the left of Guangzhou, and we're gonna need to see if that's gonna be the choice. Now, plugging in Reina in that city center, so he gets more gold from all of these trade routes from Spain. We do have one horse from Schuhmut trying to poke a little bit at Greece's cities, trying to see if he can actually do some damage here, maybe get some pillages going. And I gotta see this. I gotta see this. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. No, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Like now with the boat inside, it looks like fine. He's just gonna get his... He can't even build his audience chamber in his government plaza. This is... Oh man, GLaYD, I'm so sorry about this. I see Bologna just bullying him so badly. What do you think, guys? So let's see. 1, 2, 3 with a heal, then 1, 2, 3. Wait, this city might actually die. No, so 1, 2, 3. But this one is not gonna get to hit immediately afterwards. And it's gonna get a heal. Okay, no, I don't think it's gonna die. It looks like a lot of you actually prefer Bologna over here. Yeah, well, we'll see how this develops. Definitely, we need to see it. Looking at the tech side here, it looks like GLaYD is going for mathematics. Czozp is also going buttress. We might actually see him get a few boats out to attack China from the north. It's only the Chinese capital, and that also does have, of course, the government plaza in it. It will delete the government plaza if that city is being taken over. One of the problems of actually taking over a capital is you can't raise it, so you run the risk of actually it being reverted back to its original ally multiple times, which of course poses quite a few issues. We do have also harbors starting to come alive here from Australia, finishing them from a few cities, actually 3 of them at the count, and we're gonna need to see him discover the admirals. It looks like they're passing a lot of these admirals. We're still in the classical medieval era for the admirals, and of course we're gonna need to see what he's gonna do. I want to see Bologna. Let's go Bologna. Is this happening? 1, 2. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nah, that doesn't look like it's happening, boys. Doesn't look like it's happening. The other warrior is trying to get in there. Well, I gotta point this out. The other warrior is trying to get in. That's a 32 defense strength city. Well, now it's 27 because it's damaged, but anyway, it's causing quite a few issues. Emotep first engineer, big brain Levy. Well, I'm not sure it. Well, that's only 120 gold, but I'm not sure if that would make a difference, because you see Bologna is doing a great job. You know, like, honestly, why would you spend the gold if the city state is so... Oh my god, it might actually force him to settle in a awkward position over here. Oh man, Burgle76, also good evening, sir. How are you doing? By the way, nobody knows about the awkward position, right? Let me see. Can I find a YouTube video about the awkward position? I can. I'm gonna turn off everything so you guys see what's going on. So we had in Romania, we had a few years ago some of the some of the police stuff actually being recorded, and man, you gotta see this. No, you gotta see this. So yeah, so check this out. It was a dude. I'm just gonna spend like one minute here. It was a dude that was hiding underneath one of his couches, right? Check this out. And he was saying from underneath there, like, what did I do, boss? What did I do, boss? Like, look at him stay there. And the police was like, oh, you didn't do anything. We just caught you in an awkward position. You know? That's where the awkward position meme comes from. Anyway, I do see Bologna actually did start to lose some of his warriors. He has 2 of them banged up, and it doesn't look like he's actually going to take the city. Even if it attacks 3 more times, it shouldn't be enough strength to take out that city center entirely. Looking at what's going on over here, we do have Ebola coming up with a builder. Looks like he is also going to get the swordsman from Lisbon, and he is aware he's going to get pushed. It definitely feels like Greece did do a great job to create an army here to the west of Sparta. Olympia does have a Governor Victor established and has a good defensive screen, and of course Schuhmut is going to try to go for the juiciest target of the two, and that would be the city of Lisbon. With Hannibal Barca and Ethelflaed coming up on the front line here, Schuhmut is bringing up quite a few spearmen to get in there and of course take out his opponent. Portugal is hard building these swordsmen. The biggest issue he has, he doesn't have a great general, and the next great generals are not actually giving bonus points towards warriors. He's going to need to actually get something like a man-at-arms to work. Oh, he's even buying warriors. Okay, that's one of the perks of getting 175 gold per 10, by the way. And GLaYD is just buying so many units out and trying to make the most out of them. I also see we got a leader when it comes to the science. Czozp is on 65 science a 10, and we do have him on 45 culture. He's gonna try to use that against his opponent here to the north, China, and also I do see Spain on the west side is needing to defend against one Australian horse. I also noticed we do have China pulling down his diplomatic order, finishing Apadana probably next turn, and getting a galley in the water to possibly defend against Australian Poke. Wait, is he gonna keep on attacking? I think he's gonna keep on attacking, right? He has a great general. Wait, he does? Oh, he does. Oh, whoa. Thank you. Let's give it. Thank you. For some reason I was focused here and I totally didn't see this. So wait, who has great generals? Oh my god, Pepe Gami. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for revealing that to me. 1, 2. Oh, I see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know why. Wait. I don't know why, but I thought Zulu is gonna get the third one for some reason. Like in my mind, I was so sure Zulu is gonna get the third one. I didn't even think it's a possibility for GLaYD to get a one. So I guess that actually increases considerably his chances of defending this. Thank you, let's give it. We do have Portugal coming up with Coimbra and the campuses, and one of the things that I do see Schuhmut did start to upgrade his impies. He doesn't have a lot, he doesn't have a lot of them to core them up quickly, but he can definitely do a lot of damage right now with them. These are 54 strength against the swordsman defense of 60. The swordsman do get some extra bonus damage against anti-cav units. That's one thing that of course Schuhmut needs to counteract, and one of the easiest way to do so is to core them up. They do get stronger. We do have a Royal Navy Dockyards coming out from England. He did put that one down next to that one city down next to Yiran, and from what I can see, of course, he is getting to develop his cities into the Spanish zone. Guangzhou did start up on the Colosseum, and it is 4 turns away from finishing. I'm pretty sure he's gonna try to chop it out. Actually, Guangzhou does have a chop to the south. The builder just got on that forest tile, and we're gonna see how fast that's gonna go. This push is surely not happening. Where from Zulu into Portugal? You think it's not happening? You think Schuhmut put all of these? Surely not happening. Wow, that's a big prediction, bro. I don't know, man. By not happening, do you mean not succeeding? Because it looks like it's happening. Yeah, I'm with the fire on this one. It looks like it's happening. I don't know about its succeeding chances, but it looks like it's happening. What tech can Zulu make hordes again? Mercenaries. Also incinerating toilet. Hello there, sir, and good evening. I mean succeeding. Okay, so you mean succeeding. Yeah, succeeding. I don't know if it's gonna be succeeding. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's happening though. That's a lot of impies and spearmen going onto the front line, starting to get hard builds into impy cores. Yeah, this looks like it's happening. 3 MP cores come out in 2 turns. Okay, so a quick recap over here. Incinerating Toilet is asking us about this. Let me actually take a peek on the map. We did have a triple continent split open up for Spain. Looks like he's getting religion, Zen meditation, stewardship. He did manage to get all of the cities, almost all of the other cities on another continent: Seville, Barcelona, Toledo, Cordoba, and some of them on the same continent. Very surprising that he actually put Salamanca so far away towards China. We did have also China managing to snatch that religion of his, divine inspiration, with sacred places, and of course Lenny over here just goes crazy with his wonders. One of the questions that I have is how much tourism is he making? 57 tourism a turn. That's not bad. He's getting defended here by Greece when it comes to the culture victory, and of course we will start to see him acquire quite a few of these tourists. We did also have a war between Portugal and Bologna. Bologna just keeps on smashing the city of Braga down and puts more forces against his opponent here against Portugal. One of the things that is also happening is, of course, Zulu did get to spawn between 2 of his opponents, and he's gonna be quite happy fighting both of them. Greece to the north and of course Portugal to the south. He's starting to get those impies going to the south, and I'm actually surprised he's not coring them up immediately. We did have also Australia managing to get the most science out of the game and a decent amount of culture. He's 78 science and 56 culture. He did not have a very fast start. He did managed to get the best city placement, not the fastest city placements, and we do see him with extraordinary campuses coming up over here, +6s, +12s here and there. It is quite nice. Kabul got taken down in the north. LittleTu, Greece just got another city to benefit from, and he keeps on building his swordsman. Looks like he's interested in keeping this line of defense to the south of Olympia. Apparently people drink the day after Thanksgiving Thursday. Wait, really? Okay, and eat leftovers? Okay, so they're not letting anything go to waste. Okay, I see. That makes sense. They're not letting, you know, yeah, you don't want to be wasteful, right? You wanna get everything. I think I need to actually get something to drink as well, and not only coffee. We got 5 more turns until the next Congress, and I guess I can wait another 5 more turns to get it. Oh, they started to pop the admirals. The admirals got locked over here. One other bit of information, we did have Zulu get 2 generals, while Portugal did get 1 and Greece did get 1. So all of these nations that are gonna war each other do have a general at the beginning. When meta times for Portugal, 3 turns and 2 turns mercenaries. I'm certain that Zulu is gonna need either a crossbow core, or trying to go for catapults. I think catapults would be the best way, but crossbow cores can definitely push through just as well. Did Zulu not get Zeus Wonder? He did not. He didn't even put it out right now. He's just focusing on getting more units. And I guess more Ikandas with every bonus. He's on 10 great general points a turn at the moment with God of War and Plunder. And it's only my 4th year in America. Okay. Okay, I see. Oh, disaster strikes. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Lassie Serpe's prediction over here might come true. I'm not so sure Schuhmut wants to push after Volcano tells him, you don't want to do this, bro. You don't want to do this. Don't push him. Don't push GLaYD. He my friend, bro. He my friend. We do have also Colosseum finishing in Guangzhou. Looks like WhiteRqbbit did get that to work for his amenities and to work for his extra culture. We got more settlers coming up from his cities, and we do need to see what his plan is gonna look like. Spain with the extra amenity coming up from the missionaries is gonna start converting his cities really quickly, or as I guess as quickly as possible. He can just use Moksha, his opponent's Moksha, his allies' Moksha to spread for him. I'm very curious, of course, if Australia over here is gonna try to go for his unique units for those diggers. Very extremely strong units, not very extremely strong units for him. Also, Braga, even if he's only on 5 cities, he's doing quite well when it comes to the gold generation, 211 gold a turn, but it's extremely weak when it comes to the science. And this, of course, yes, somebody actually needs to take care of that weakness or try to push that somehow, and it doesn't look like there's anybody that's gonna get that flag going. They did manage to get trade routes in this inland sea between England and of course Portugal. He's using as much as possible cap to cap trade routes, and that's gonna give him so many yields. Is there any possibility for red coats? Let's see. Red coats, not here. No, actually no. Same continent, it's one big continent over here. I'm very worried about Greece, by the way. Greece is only 35 science, 73 culture. Doesn't look like he's gonna have a lot of incentives to get a lot of culture, and it does seem like he's gonna struggle in the mid to late game. We'll see. Looking at his production, he's not that high up. Looking at his gold, not that high up. Science, a bit problematic. He's trying to get pyramids for some extra yields, and he's gonna fight Zulu. Schuhmut, though, 48 science with 48 culture, does look quite strong, and he does have good mountains, good campuses to keep on improving. A few more cities also in defendable positions, I would say. Definitely not bad. Yeah, that's unlucky. Yeah. Wow. Trying to drink with the cap on. Wow. Can you show how they're trading? Wait, which ones? What do you mean? Portugal and I would say Portugal and England, or how they're trading here units? I don't think the moment there's any trades going on. I just think Schuhmut is forcing the upgrades from Portugal, putting a bit more pressure on him, and that's about it. Until we're gonna see crossbows come out, like expos from Zulu or catapults, I don't think anyone is gonna do something there. Yeah. Also, I'm a bit surprised he's not, I would say, not. He didn't get it? He didn't. Yes, he did. Yeah, he did get Burica. Burica is the military engineer one, and he can create roads towards the south. So I'm actually a bit surprised we didn't see him use that. He doesn't have roads between Nobamba and Ngumdulovo. It takes him quite a few turns to actually get all of those units on the front line, and moving through these forests also puts more turns in between him and his opponent. Anyway, we do need to check out the era score screen, and we're going to need to check out who's going to get what. We're just a few turns away, 2 turns, 3 turns away from getting there. And oh my god, what is this? Ballarat got settled, and Australia is going to benefit from 3-2-2-1 tiles and 3-1-1-4 tiles. Oh, that is juicy. Galapagos Islands. Very nice, coming along with, of course, Auckland bonuses. All of those tiles are actually going to be quite good later on in the game. Maybe he's going to get a shipyard also. That's going to make everything there viable. Okay, era score. We got Czozp 60 out of 58. He's going to get a second golden age. GLaYD here is maybe not getting even a normal age. He's on 44 out of 45. And of course, that's one of the secondary effects of Zulu pushing through his defenses, or at least trying to push into him, is forcing as much as possible Portugal to put production into defending himself rather than getting one of those golden ages. I do see GLaYD is just buying, upgrading as many units as he possibly can to get that extra support bonus, and he can actually push back into the impies if he wants to. We do have LittleTu, 57 out of 57. He is getting his golden age with 246 series grease, Gorgo grease. He's getting intelligence agency as the second specializing building of choice in his government plaza, and he did also manage to get his own men at arms. Yiran, 51 out of 54, does need 3 more points to go for. I do see him building up a horse, getting more of these campuses going, and trade routes, not bad. That's a lot of gold that he's gonna start to produce with GLaYD. And he does have one of the biggest productions in the game, biggest numbers in production screen in the game, 157 with 131 gold per turn. We do have WhiteRqbbit, 52 out of 51. He's getting his golden age, 2, 4, 6, 7 series, and he did finish that very nice and juicy Colosseum. Unfortunately, he's getting hit in the capital, directly in the capital, and his government plaza by droughts. That is going to take away from quite a bit of his ability to get the surplus food in there, and we're going to need to see how he's going to fare with that. We got Schuhmut, also 51-52. I'm pretty sure he's going to get that one last point. I'm not sure how, but he should get it, and we're going to see him over the next golden age. Lenny, also 86 out of 68. Extremely nice shenanigans over here. Lang Fang also did get settled, and he is trying to get the pyramids. And by the way, what are the pyramids being built here? Olympia, 9 turns to go, 2 jobs, but he's not getting a builder. So I'm guessing Lenny is actually going to get this going, and of course we're going to need to see him benefit from a free builder and getting to use all of these builders for something greater than himself. Now, Grandmaster Chapel coming online from Xi'an. He does have 47 strength series with knights, and I do see Australia is only using, like, scattered force to keep his opponent at bay. We do have Mr. Toast, 60 out of 59 as well, with 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 cities, being extremely greedy here. But now he did manage to convert most of his cities, and I'm pretty sure he's going to try to convert his ally cities as well. We do need to see if he's also going to put his religion into Australia, or at least somebody else from the game is going to get a religion. I doubt it though. I don't think anybody from their opponents do want to give a free +5 to Spain. We do have universities coming out from his cities, workshops for more production. He did get this one over here, which is a +1 industrial zone. Okay. I was expecting a few more improved tiles here, but I guess this works as well. He does have more cities, by the way, more cities to settle in the south if he wants to. Not bad ones, you know, it's still good. Leif Eriksson's animals, that's one of the things that did happen earlier. They did lock the animals and then unlock them, so we do need to check out who did manage to get what. Looks like Artemisia on England, that's not an animal. Hanno the Navigator on Australia, then we have Rajendra Kola on England, Himerios also on England, Leif Eriksson by Spain, Zenhi by Spain. So the good one actually for Rajendra Kola did get taken over by Iran, and Leif Eriksson, of course, the extra site one did get taken by Spain. And I do have to say I'm still favoring the fleets of Spain to actually overwhelm England. Not to mention I do see we do have Mr. Toast here with much better stats overall, 98 and 51. We do have them also popping into the golden age, so now we're gonna need to check out what they're gonna do here. There is a possibility for GLaYD to actually try to take over Bologna. That's only a 30 defense strength city, can definitely be taken down. What do they get for religion? Just right now, like Taoism is China's, and it's one world wonder that provides +6 faith, sacred places +2 science, culture, gold, and faith for each city following that has a religion that has a world wonder. And Hinduism, the Spanish one, that's getting how to say expanded everywhere. It's Zen meditation with stewardship. Zen meditation getting a melody in cities with a specialty district, and then each campus and the commercial hub will get +2 science and +2 gold respectively. It's actually quite strong, especially for nations that are going a lot of commercials and campuses. Does Portugal have oligarchic legacy? That's a very good question, and I do want to see that. Yes, he does. Oligarchic legacy is activated. 73 MP cores cannot push through 85 strength man at arms. Definitely needs crossbows or trebuchet cores here, and that's exactly what Schuhmut is trying to bring to the table. I don't see him upgrading them though. What is going on? Oh, he does have the upgrade. It's just might be a problem with gold or something. He needs to get the gold from his teammates. I gotta say, this is shaping up to be one of those close games, long-term games, and I really like this. We do have also Portugal trying to go for his statue of Zeus. Taking it away from Zulu is gonna mean Zulu is not gonna get to build that many units to throw at him. So, and of course Portugal is gonna get that opportunity to do so. I like that Portugal is not that trigger happy to attack back into Zulu's units, and he's just gonna stand still and wait to get attacked. We're gonna need to see if Zulu is gonna manage to breach the defenses. There is a weak spot on this, and of course that's this man at arms, but fortunately for Portugal, there aren't that many MP cores next to that man at arms to make a difference. I think I'm gonna go B here. Preserve, Hindu. Hi, bonsoir. No crusade. This is making me want to play Civ. Yeah. Good, good. That's good. Oh, look at Mr. WhiteRqbbit. Hello there. How are you doing, sir? How are you doing? Pro China, WhiteRqbbit is coming up. Which one of the Chinas? We got two Chinas, WhiteRqbbit. You gotta be more specific. Is this gonna be Qin-Shi or you wanna see big Kublai? I'm just gonna show you Bristol in the meantime. You know, see the crab grabs? You see these crabs over here? Snipping away. You wanna see Qin-Shi number one? Okay, Qin-Shi number one, yes. Qin-Shi number one, Etemenanki Qin-Shi. We do have him with Divine Inspiration. He snatched that Oracle away from his opponents. He has the Chocolate Hills. He's getting bullied, and Gazargamu just got his builder over here, and it looks like China is gonna be crazy with this. He's gonna want that builder back. We do have also Wuhan and getting encampments. Did build a great library. Bibliothèque, and he's getting 2 turns for Grandmaster Chapel. Didn't start up, or I don't see a big wall, but now he did start up a few tiles over here from Shanghai. We do need to see how big this wall is gonna be, and of course what is he gonna go for. I think he can definitely put it like this around his territory, like that. That's gonna be such a good improvement. And of course in the south as well, that's gonna be so many tiles that he could get. The biggest question is if Australia is gonna take away his capital or not. We do have this one. No, the builder, pyramids in Greece soon. It's all about the builders, bro. Lenny does need to get the knight out, and I'm pretty sure he can actually buy one with faith when he's gonna get there. 166 faith in the bank now. He does need one more turn to finish Grandmaster Chapel. And this is the big question. 7 turns. Oh my god, Olympia might actually build it. Yeah, we got a builder coming up from LittleTu. He might actually take it away from Lenny. Bologna looks like it's gonna go down, and we do need to check out their golden age options here. I do wanna first, I'm sorry, I do wanna get some juice. Fanta, do the Fanta. No, the builder Finalizing. Yeah. Doing the Priester, by the way. Good evening, sir. Actually, you know what? I'm thinking maybe I should include a stream in this one. Check this out, guys. I should give you the option to what should I drink. So we got 3 drinks on the table here, and let me actually move this. Let's go for a poll. Let's see. What should I drink? And we got Fanta orange. We got Fanta grape. And we got Pepsi. What do you think? What is this? So 3 of them. The 3 colors are here. By the way, I really like these new packs, but the new cans, I really like them versus the old ones. Alcohol? No. I can't drink alcohol during an official stream. What do you mean? Naughty. Okay, so we do have to take a look at Czozp. He's on pen brush and voice golden age, a second one, 100 science with 75 culture, getting his cannibals going, and it looks like he is gonna go against China quickly. GLaYD, free inquiry, unfortunately normal age, and he didn't manage to get that dark age, and he is 5 turns away from getting Statue of Zeus. Oh my god, we actually have a race going on. Look at that, 4-4-4. Guys, you gotta make a choice. Please make a choice for me. Fanta orange, Fanta grape, or Pepsi. Which is it? Which is it gonna be? Fanta orange and getting 1 more. We got Pepsi getting 1 more. Yeah. Okay, there's a race. We got the race going on. Let's go. Okay. LittleTu is gonna have pen brush and voice golden age, 40 science and 103 culture. Looks like Yiran is also on 157 science with free inquiry golden age. She's gonna try to max out that science really quickly. On the other side, WhiteRqbbit, pen brush and voice golden age on Kublai is 96 science with 75 culture, and we got Pepsi actually leading the vote now with 11 points. Wow. Okay, we're getting there. 12 points now. It looks like Fanta grape is running behind with only 5. Fanta orange on 9. More people leading. Okay, I can drink water as well. You're just gonna make me poop much faster. What can I say? Thinking outside the box. Yeah, put everything in. Yeah, exactly. You know how you had those big champagne bottles, like the ones this big, and at some point you just didn't wanna, you just wanted to put everything in there, you know, like the whiskey and the vodka and everything. Just getting in, bro, getting in. It's all good. You get 1 sip of that. You know? Oh, we're gonna have a break. It looks like. Oh, that's good. I get to see what's the result of the race. When you mix all 3, we can call it a swamp drink. Swamp drink. Yeah. Actually, let me take a peek over here. Bam, bam, bam. It's Pepsi. Pepsi wins the day. Okay, I'm putting those back in the box over here. I'm gonna put them back in the fridge. There we go. 17 votes on Pepsi. Yeah. Oh, Lassie Sir Pale just pushed his opinion over everybody else's. I see how it is. I see Lassie. I see Lassie. How are you doing? Wow. Okay. Just dropping 8,000 channel points like that. Okay. I do have to point out, by the way, Lenny is very strong when it comes to his culture, 150 culture. We got him on 77 science, and of course he is in danger of losing his capital. I wouldn't be surprised if we would see walls come out from Xi'an, and also him buying quite a few of those catapults and improving them into bombards soon. We do see him gunpowder on 5. I'm pretty sure he does benefit from also trebuchets. So, and that's on only one tile city that can be defended. I gotta say, this city can actually be defended from coastal raids with all of the tiles he has around it, to attack into these units from CWC. Of course, CWC still needs to try to poke at him to slow down Lenny as much as possible, and of course focus him on something else, while maybe CWC is going to try to do a land attack at some point. We do need to see how that is going to develop. Paying to get your opinion to be the only opinion. Well, it is what it is. Is Ulundi frigatable? Yes. No, actually no. Ulundi can only be battleship attacked. It does have like hills on the west side, so it cannot reach. Yeah, what can I say, man? We do have Schuhmut also managing to get a few of these crossbows upgraded, and now they're moving on to the front line. I do want to double check the points on these, and yeah, they do get 60 strength to attack into the men at arms, and of course this is with the great general bonus. Still quite surprised we don't actually see how to say the roads coming to his opponent, but he did manage to get a trade route between Nobamba and his main cities, and that's gonna be much easier for him to move all of his units from his main cities to the south. Still is not gonna get his statue of Zeus, unfortunately for him. Lisbon is gonna build it in 5 turns. We do have a few wonders coming out from England as well, or from the other side, I would say. We got Ligeri Lighthouse finished in Lisbon. He's gonna get an extra movement on his boats, and he is gonna need to defend against the possible attacks from Spain. Mr. Toes is gonna need to actually build a fleet here, but I'm certain that he's gonna want to finish his production points before he's gonna start working on that fleet. He's getting shipyards from multiple cities. He's also getting a few more universities, and spreading out that religion. He's actually gonna get strong cities to work here. His points, his boats, he does get extra, or I should say faster production towards fleets and armadas, especially with shipyards. So I would think he's gonna want to max that out. Now we do also need to take a look at how Kublai China is going to try to play this. At the moment I don't see him going that crazy on the war, but he does have an opportunity to go on land against England, and as you can see, Zhejiang did manage to put down an encampment here. Is still going to need to finish it, and I'm pretty sure China is, or I should say Kublai China is gonna need to get a lot more science and culture to work with. He is on 200 gold per turn. When it comes to the gold per turn, it looks like they're doing very well on both sides, and this is of course just 7 seas being 7 seas. They did manage to get all of those trade outs on the water, and increasing their yields was quite easy. Yes, let me quickly take a peek here what's going on. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, we got a team plus coming up from Amongus. We're just waiting for the unpause. Looks like Lenny also did put a team plus from HO8 side. There we go. I'm pausing. Yiran is gonna do the countdown. I do like that Spain did manage to chop most of his lands and at the same time improve them. That's one of the perks of getting Ancestral Hall with all of those feudalism builders. He did manage to get them quite quickly, and as you can see, it does help him out to be competitive. I still think at this point it looks like Iran is going to have a chance of not only counteracting this, but also getting an extremely big fleet to work with. We might actually see Mr. Toes in trouble if he's not going to pay attention to this. Of course, I do think he's actually gonna pay attention to this, but you never know. We've seen it multiple times before. Wink wink. Last time 2 cities go down by horses. And it looks like China did start to acquire those. Oh my god, 7 out of 27 instantly. Lenny not fooling around. He has 85 tourism already, and of course LittleTu with 127 is the one defending him. Let me actually take a peek here. He is on 23. Actually, Czozp is defending with 26. Look at this. Czozp actually getting all of those boosts for the culture, the whatever they're called. Looks like Australia is doing his best to keep away that win from their opponents. Also, Czozp is going to start to improve all of his outbacks and getting a significant amount of yields from it. 3-3 tiles everywhere, 2 3s, 4 3s. So that's going to be amazing. And of course, he's going to just put every little tile that he can get his builders on with those outbacks from now on. Venetian put down by Spain. Wait, he did? Spain? Oh, 10 turns to finish it in Madrid. Is this where it is? I think this is where it is, right? In the Bay of Gibraltar. We do have it next to the capital city, Madrid. That's also next to his industrial zone, so that makes sense. I think he did finish his shipyard, didn't he? Yes, he did finish his shipyard. So again, he's getting a significant amount of production from that. The city of Madrid is 46 production, and getting Venetian in 10 turns is going to be quite important. Looking at the city-state envoys, we do have Hunza being kept by WhiteRqbbit. Looks like Czozp is keeping Auckland tight with 12 envoys, I guess. Yerevan is getting converted now by GLaYD. And Lenny is keeping Bologna. I think actually Bologna might die though, because it already is getting under siege by 3 of these maritimes from Portugal. And it looks like we got a few Zulu units trying to force Portugal to put more units over there. Oh yeah, there we go. He's going in there. He's going. Is he gonna try to attack Braga and snipe it down? I don't think he has a chance to do so, but you know, you never know. Okay, looks like Australia is also putting a horse to the battle there. Yeah. LittleTu finished it. Olympia did manage to build the pyramids, took away the pyramids from China because China was China's builder was taken by Ngazargamo. China, Lenny must be so mad right now. Well, we do have China also getting quite a few great writers. He is building those walls in Xi'an, while Australia is just you know, poking around his tiles over here in the capital with those caravels. Now he is staying clear away from the capital because we do have trebuchets next to that city center, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna not only build some more, but he's gonna buy some more with his face generation. We do need to see how China is going to try to play this out in the next turns, and of course if he's going to keep on pressuring the culture screen and acquire as much tourism as he needs to. He needs a lot more wonders to go for, and probably that's the reason he actually went for Monument to the Gods Pantheon. We don't actually see anything happening from Zulu. Looks like there is a repositioning over here. He might hit Ponta Delgada, which is a city from the west side of Portugal, and at the moment it looks like Portugal is delaying taking over the city of Bologna. He did want to pillage every one of the tiles before he actually went into the city center, so he ripped the benefits. We got 110 for Statue of Zeus to come online from Lisbon. He's going to get an extra 3 spearmen, 3 archers, and a battering ram, not to mention extra production towards those anti-cav units, taking it away. That is the deny, taking it away from Zulu rather than anything else. Yeah, Lassie Serpel was definitely right. Right. Well, I mean, the attack did happen, but it didn't actually happen as I would say as efficiently as we thought. It doesn't look like Portugal did get pushed. It didn't happen. Yeah. We do have Portugal arriving at 89 science with 53 culture, definitely much stronger than Schuhmut's 51 and 63, but now he can't actually build all of his economy that he wants to. As you can see, he's only on 178. We would have seen much bigger numbers if he would have been allowed to settle at more cities, get those trade routes through. I'm sure that he would have had extremely big numbers by now. Now he's also counterattacking into Zulu's Impi Corps, trying to take a few of them down. We do have crossbows showing up to fight on the western side. Portugal's men-at-arms are trying to defend this, but I'm sure Schuhmut's units will make quick work of them. It's just a matter of time until the crossbowman corps get in there. He also needs to get a general in there as soon as possible to get the bonuses. Finally, military engineer comes online. It did get converted. He's going to need to push it, and this is when he realizes he needs a bit more extra speed from his cities to his opponent's land, so he gets some new units on the front line. We do have Mr. Toast with 150 science and of course 100 culture, 7 turns away from getting Venetian arsenal on the same seas as Iran, which I think, well, Iran is building up a fleet, Spain is not building up a fleet, and from what I can see, he's very, very slow on realizing that he's going to need a lot of galleys in the water. I'm not sure what's going on here, but definitely Iran is going to have quite a few problems. He's 8 turns away from getting Venetian arsenal. He does have 2 chops in the capital, I gotta say this, and a strong production point, 55 to work with. On this side, I guess Venetian on Madrid does also have 2 chops, so I guess Mr. and Magnus established. Okay, is this Magnus? Yeah, both of them actually have Magnus. But one of them does have forest chops and not 2 rainforest. Yeah, there we go, forest chops over here. This is going to be very strong. Okay, galleys. I do want to count the boats here. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 boats coming alive here from England. That's a lot of boats. That's a lot of boats. Yeah, in the Gulf of England over here of London, he's just building so many units and getting them outside through the one tile choke. I really like this zigzag. You know what this reminds me of? Of like those tower defenses that you play online in like games like Dota or World of Warcraft, or like Warcraft and so on. You get those lines of defenses on a snaky, you know, and you put those defenses there. This feels like exactly what England needs to do, right? You know, like a catapult here, maybe some anti-air there, you know. Like that. Let's see what's going on here. Xi'an definitely not getting pushed. Australia did upgrade his boats for nothing. These trebuchets are grinding away at those caravels if they need to. And yes, I mean, sure, the fish did not ever get improved, and Lenny just didn't care at all about his coast. Looks like in the main cities of China, we do need to see also how he's gonna try to get those wonders. He did stop to build some of his districts, and the moment Bologna got taken down, by the way. Bologna, another city goes down. Portugal is gonna get it, and Zulu is gonna start shooting these Polta Delgada defense units. Looks like Greece got pyramids. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Olympia did manage to finish those with the chops to the east side, and now he's getting a bit more food from improving the farms there in the north. I'm still very surprised he actually put it in a non-fresh water, but he did get to 6 pop eventually. It just took a long time. I can't really say there's a big defense for against China, against Lenny's tourism. He only has 87. It's not that big, but it's still turn 62. He can get a lot more in the next turns. And the ones defending is, of course, Australia. which at the moment I see Australia more concerned about getting science and of course going against his opponent, getting the gold and so on, rather than getting that culture. Another thing that I think that will probably happen is about the Great Wall. That's one of the things that players playing China do want to do. You do see this upgrade, the +1 culture for each adjacent Great Wall with the castles technology, provides tourism after researching flight. If he does manage to get flight and a very big wall, it will allow him to get a boost in tourism, a significant boost in his tourism. He has 5 right now, but if he gets like walls here, like all of snaking around everywhere, he's gonna get so many bonuses. I think you can get like up to 100 or something if it's a big empire and you're snaking around everywhere. Well, 100 might actually be, what's 50 tiles? That's a lot actually. That is a lot. Maybe 50 something. Let's say 50, 60. That sounds better. Okay, let's see. Why isn't Zulu attacking into this? Or did he attack into the men-at-arms and he got a promotion off? I guess he did. We got promotions on here available. Come on. Why isn't, I don't know, Zulu just got stuck here. It's getting pressure from the east side. Looks like men-at-arms are trying to poke in there and get into the crossbow line. The crossbows are strong enough to actually defend against these men-at-arms, especially since the men-at-arms don't get the extra bonuses that they were getting against the MP cores. We do also see armory coming up from Lisbon, Bologna getting back its campus and repairing the tiles with a builder. In the yield stand, we do have Yiran boosting himself to 273 gold per turn, 4 turns away from getting this Venetian. He did chop 1 tile, he's going to need to chop another. And the biggest question is, oh, there we go, Madrid is going to get it. He chopped both tiles, Madrid is going to get it. He's 1 turn faster on this, and it looks like we got GLaYD armadas coming directly from Spain. Is he gonna put them all in? Yeah, GLaYD armadas. Barcelona, Toledo's gonna need to get the shipyard going. Seville is also gonna need to get the shipyard going. A big advantage that we see from HOH is Mr. Toast and WhiteRqbbit's economy. We do have them both with 250 plus points, not to mention they do have a significant amount of production to work with. 300 on Mr. Toast and 217 on WhiteRqbbit. We also have Lenny with 214 and 110 faith a turn. I wouldn't say that's that much faith a turn, but I'm pretty sure he can use it to buy quite a few builders and keep on upgrading his lands, while of course later on in the game he's gonna get the opportunity to get rogue pants. Rogue pants are gonna be the ones that are probably gonna push this advantage through of the culture victory. They can play in the Spanish land, and this is where I think Australia will need to find an answer to. CWC needs to big brain this out as much as possible and try to poke around the China cities with units that he can take over cities, not to mention push him from getting that culture victory. We do have CWC trying to figure out what's going on here next to Ulundi. Looks like Schuhmut didn't even go and improve these tiles to the west side. I'm very surprised he didn't even chop them, like he still has 2 strong chops in his capital there. Should China spam Great Wall or only mid-late game? I think he should spam Great Wall, yes. Because you do get the gold and you do get the culture boosts you out so much overall, so I think definitely spamming out those walls can give you a lot of advantages, not only in the late game but also in the mid game. Like actually I want to say it makes you get to late game much faster, if that's a better explanation of why I think that. Okay, we got Zulu getting in there with those men-at-arms. Looks like the MP cores are also getting next to the Porto Delgada city. We do need to see when he's gonna get with enough units to disturb Portugal. The good thing is Schuhmut did manage to get a significant amount of MP cores, and with these crossbows he can trade efficiently. Oh my god, these crossbows are tearing apart the men-at-arms. They're just two-shotting these men-at-arms. If they catch them off their defensive stance, they are tearing them apart. This is so good for Schuhmut. He is gonna pressure his opponent now. Just upgraded the trebuchet. Free trebuchet, easy peasy. Wait, did GLaYD just straight up buy a man at arms? Wow, they just don't care about the gold, bro. And this is a big problem actually for Yiran. He's gonna need so much gold to upgrade all of his boats. He has so many of them. And all of these are gonna get to fight against armadas that are gonna come out from Spain. And of course you do see how many of these armadas are starting to be built. Let's actually take a look on Mr. Toe's setup. He's on stirrups and exploration in 1. I guess he does want exploration before discovering caravels, so he doesn't lose the extra production towards his boats. But still, I'm thinking, why isn't Spain actually getting cartography now? Stirrups, hello? Is he top 3? Like, what is Mr. Toe's here? Mr. Toes, okay, that's not Mr. Toes, that's Yiran. Mr. Toes is over here somewhere, over here. Mass production, cartography. Well, I guess he did get mass production for shipyards. So he should be, he does have buttress, it's just a different line, okay. Beehive, hello there, sir. Good evening. He just upgraded the warrior in Delgada, that's what you saw. Okay, that makes sense. That's much cheaper than I was thinking. I'm actually curious. Oh, he upgraded actually musketman, and this is the point that of course we need to see if that city is still gonna go down or not. It looks like they're using as much as possible those niter points to upgrade those units. We still have a lot of crossbows, very strong units to attack into even the muskets. And one of the men at times just dies on the maze tile. I guess it was too much corn for him, you know. Too much corn. I don't think I've actually ever ate maize. I ate corn, but I think the maize does have like different colors, right? Or something. Or why is this maize? This one is actually red. Why is it red? Is it actually red in reality? I don't think I ever saw it like that. Now, did I miss Arsenal? Yes, it's up. It's actually on Spain. So Spain right now is gonna get to hard build all of his fleets. All of his armadas actually, all of his boats, and go against England, while England is gonna struggle extremely to get to nationalism. Industrialization coming up next turn, humanism in 2. It's corn, a big lump with knobs, it has the juice. I mean, yeah, but is it like a different color? Because I only got the yellow ones, and it looks like maize for some reason it's red. Or at least the icon is red. Like, why is this? Why is this happening? This is so confusing. Look at that. It's a red one and a yellow one. It's a red one and a yellow one. Why is this? Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm so confused. Oh well. We do have more of these galley armadas coming online from Barcelona and Madrid. Finishing up that shipyard here in Toledo is going to allow him to get another city to build those up. And of course Seville does need to get a shipyard also. I don't see China building a navy of his own. He's probably just going to be content getting into Liverpool and Preston's face on land. And this is actually going to be a good way for him to debalance his opponent. We might actually see the city of Delgada being taken out, especially with the trebuchet. He's pushing a lot of that city strength down. And we do have, oh yeah, hits from the Impy. The Impy is attacking. Wait, it was a TikTok trend for a while. Wait, it was? Taken from a kid describing why he loves corn. Oh, I see. I don't follow TikTok, but I guess, you know, if it's funny, it works. Maybe it's like the red colored tamales. Wait, I don't know what those are. Tamales. What are tamales? Oh, I see. Mexican tamales. And wait, didn't Schuhmut get that city, or did he lose it again? He got it for a second and then Portugal took it back or something. I saw something with the corner of my eye, but I guess, well, I missed it. Anyway. Instantly lost it. Okay, yeah, I was thinking that might happen. Portugal was pushing back with muskets, so yeah. It is what it is. Okay, we got English frigates coming online. He's gonna try to disturb the resupply line of Zulu. And the one thing that it disturbs me actually is why Zulu hasn't been keeping up with the units over here. Actually, he's gonna have a serious problem resupplying that south. Schuhmut is 90 science with 73 culture, which I like. Of course, he's keeping up with his opponent's science, but at the same time, he hasn't been putting units in the front line for some time now. He does have 145 production versus GLaYD's 138, and no gold to speak of. We do need to see how fast he's gonna get new units in the south, and I do see a military engineer actually finally arriving to build the roads for the resupply line. This MP core seems like it's gonna die a horrible death over here into the city of Delgada. Is this what's gonna happen, guys? I think yeah, right. Yeah, that city is still gonna be GLaYD's at the end of the day, but he's gonna lose so many units. Both of them are actually going to trade quite a few units here. Anyway, now we do have navigation schools starting to pop into the campuses of Portugal, and you do see, of course, he's getting a lot of science from them. We do have theater squares coming up from Lisbon. That's a +3, and I do want to double check what's going on here on the northern coast of England. Oh my god, so many caravels did get promoted here. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 with Jimeros as an admiral, a bit lagging behind though. And of course, Caravel Armadas coming up to fight here from Spain. Oh, this is not a fight, bro. This is not even a fight. Like those caravels, even with the +3 from Rajendra Kola, not even a fight. They're just gonna wipe the floor clean. Mr. Toes over here is gonna just show his toenail. And I think Yiran is gonna be like, whoo. That's gonna be bad. I don't know about this one, bro. Have you seen that cat, by the way, the cat meme with the toes? That's exactly what I imagine happening right now on the seas over here. Those caravels walk to each other and then you know, if you try to push the Zulu may come to push you. Yeah, exactly. Let's see, 80 versus 71, and that's not with an animal. Where's the animal? Here, right? This is 85 against 71. Oh my god. Iran, you need to get the scouts in the water, bro. You need to get the scouts in the water. Did Spain get Venetian? Yes. Yes. Affirmative. We got Madrid over here, 230 Caravel Armadas. Barcelona is also getting those Caravel Armadas. Toledo getting Caravel Armadas. Seville working on them. You know, you got shipyards coming on live there in 310s. Looks like WhiteRqbbit is also preparing all of this coast for an all-out war. And we do need to see if Mr. Toes is going to get pushed. He did see this happening. He does have an extra vision on his units. And of course, he is seeing the English boats, the English caravels come for him. In the score screen, we do have Mr. Toes on 578 military strength, while Iran just went up to 1464 military strength. That's a lot of strength. And also, I do want to, let me see if I find the meme. Cat toe. No, this is definitely not the meme. No. No. Okay, this looks like the meme. This well, not the actual meme, but this is some of the meme. Wow, Momiko, VIP Momiko, yeah, sir, bonsoir monsieur, yeah, definitely well deserved over here. I think I'm actually gonna need to increase the price on that one. Guys, look at this. This is what's gonna happen. So this is how I imagine the two navies going against each other. So like England is gonna get to attack into Spain, and this is what's gonna happen. So this is what's gonna happen. You see this? This is exactly what's gonna happen. He's gonna try to bite, and then he's gonna be like, oh. Then try to bite, and he's gonna be like, no, it's hurting me badly. No. This is it, guys. Under the gun. Good evening, sir. Hello there. You mean the one where the cat sniffs the... Yes, exactly. That one. There we go. See? Fire understands what I'm talking about. Yes, exactly. Mr. Toast definitely has an extra weapon under his belt over here. We do need to see Yiran try to get into the lines of defense of Spain, and we do have Leif Erikson showing up on the fight here. England is with 1500 military strength, but not that good quality units. Looking like Mr. Toast is going to get that 200 science to work for him. He does have 700 military of his own. I think it is in my feed pics Discord. I don't know. Whenever I get in there, like whenever I get into the channel, I get distracted, so I don't really go into that channel. No. Why are you distracting me with feed pics? Oh, I didn't catch the game this morning, but it looks like Linda did, and Under the Gun is getting congratulated over here. Congratulations! I did hear you got a win there this morning, right? Against who was it? SAS team? Very nice, very nice. Months ago when I first signed out today, you posted. Oh, I see. Okay, and we got Figured Armadas coming online from Barcelona. They're gonna require a lot of niter, and I do want to double check what's going on here. Australia did try to push a little bit into the Chinese line of defense, but China did get his trebuchet course to work for him. I'm certain that Lenny should be very close, if not right now has the upgrade button. There we go for the bombards. The bombards are gonna be extremely useful to defend against an Australian attack. Of course, ship battleships will be next for Australia, and I'm certain that he's gonna try to use them against his opponent. He's very concerned about getting his outbacks going, and you can see how many good yields he can get from them. Extremely productive tiles. We don't need to see what's going on in the culture screen. Looks like the defense has gone up. Lenny is 9 out of 41. And we got a win. Schuhmut takes a city away from his opponent. GLaYD here got snatched out, and it looks like that city, Porto Delgado, did get ripped back to the ground, razed to the ground. Let's see what the toes are doing. Let's see the toes. Let's go, Mr. Toes. We got him pushing back, and I think Iran right now is no. This is you see how the meme comes alive here. So I just put you that mental image, and the meme comes alive. He wanted to go against Mr. Toe. He saw the fleet, and then he went back. Oh my God. Wait, what's that? Yeah, is a team going for Diplo? No, I wouldn't say going for Diplo. I guess we do have Lenny with 4 out of 20. And I think he can definitely try to get Statue of Liberty with Mahabodhi Temple. He does have a religion. It shouldn't be that hard for him to get Mahabodhi Temple. He just needs to find the correct placement for his holy site. That reminds me of something else. We didn't actually even take a look at this. Theater squares, no buildings, okay. Hinduism, that actually hurts quite a bit the defenders. So one of the reasons we don't have that much defending. Hinduism plus 10 religious strength, and then Qin-Shi Huang did get the 2 diplo points. I think it's gonna be all a matter of the seas here, because Mr. Toast is definitely gonna push England. And it looks like he's gonna rip apart that navy, while we do have England trying desperately to get his own production points going, to get more science and get the era score for the next stage. He does have the goal, does have the production. He doesn't have, unfortunately, the civics to fight mano a mano with Spain. I think there's also a big opportunity lost for Mr. Toast to not go in there and poke a little bit Iran, pun intended, and of course take away these boats. We do only have normal caravels here in the water, and these Spanish caravels can definitely make quick work of them. And not to mention he can build a very quickly new ones. New shipyards are coming online from Seville. We do have Toledo building new caravel armadas, frigate armadas, also 210 from Madrid and Barcelona. All in all, it looks like Mr. Toast does have all the chances on his side, but he's not he's not confident enough to push into the boats of England. Maybe he sees and he gets scared by this 1654 military strength of Iran. He just probably is thinking that, oh my god, this guy is just gonna throw boats at me and keep on throwing them at me until I'm gonna succumb to his will. Well, you gotta be careful, bro. You gotta be careful about that one. Does Qin-Shi ever get faith from that great path? No flood yet? No, actually no flood. That's just a big granary right there. Big granary. Everything worked out perfectly for us. Whole team played really well. Nice Trinda cast. Yeah, nice. Congratulations indeed. By the way, we made sure Sandro was sleep deprived to increase our chances today. Wait, really? that's how you're making Sandro shine. Oh man, it was 4 AM for automation as well, and Kane, who we had originally planned to play. Oh wow, that's very early in the morning. By the way, did the automation finally figure out how to get into the debrief channels? Because he pinged us again for some reason and told us that he can't enter. I don't know how he didn't get there. So. Or did he see the little lock and he thought that they're locked but they're not locked? You know? I don't know how that is possible though. I know he pinged the mod, but I don't know if it was necessary. Let me actually message. Come on. Yes, please take a screenshot. I don't know what's going on, but he shouldn't have any problems getting in there. Like I show you the permissions. He said he got it now. Maybe he just wanted to go into a different channel or something. Hello there, OLMD. Good evening, sir. How are you doing? We do have actually a lot of upgrades coming up from GLaYD, and of course after Schuhmut did finish off that city, maybe it is a good idea for him to go back into the city of Nobamba and keep on upgrading his units. He is basically keeping as much as possible LittleTu and GLaYD in check. Didn't actually allow them to get that big, and from what I can see, the naval war has started. LittleTu is starting to move. No, he's just sitting there making a wall of caravel armadas. Like, really, bro? Come on. You gotta take over English lands, and I'm certain that he's waiting for his frigate armadas to actually come out to fight. You can see they do significant damage against these boats of England, and he just wants enough of them. You don't want anything to do with this? Okay, I see. Let me actually. Okay, so I do have a confirmation that he got into the channels without any help from the moderators. He pinged moderators, but it wasn't needed. He clicked the button and it worked. He's just enjoying his Venetian arsenal and building the biggest fleet ever. Does England have any frigates? P639, good evening, sir. And yes, England actually has a few frigates and did upgrade an ironclad here from what I can see. Well, I guess ironclads are going to be much stronger to fight against the caravels, but I still don't favor their chances against so many of the caravel armadas of Spain. We do have those frigates coming online, and I do want to double check the damage. Even against the ironclads, they do significant damage, and that's an ironclad with a +7 emblem promotion. I guess Yiran over here didn't actually get the promotions for the ironclads. He just got Isun Sin as an admiral and upgraded that one. Now we're gonna see a coal power plant starting up from him, and we do have him going back on the bottom 3 on machinery and nationalism. He's gonna get it in 4. Yeah, that's actually quite a problem for Mr. Toast, but I guess in the long term we're gonna see a lot of these frigates come online, and even if England does upgrade into +6 intel also does upgrade into fleets, it's still gonna be Spain with the upper hand. And we do have a spy in Bristol, and it looks like the moment Iran did not get his printing, probably the reason he's actually getting machinery now. Again, momentum lost for Spain, unfortunately. He had the boats, he just didn't have the courage to go against his opponent there. Zulu is going to keep on attacking his opponent, even though these muskets are more than strong enough to push back the Impi Corps. Not let them take any of the tiles over here next to the city of Bologna. We do have also Portugal defending the Broken Hill on Australian City. And I gotta say, man, these Galapagos Islands look better and better. Oh my god, he just needs to buy these shallow water tiles and he's gonna be so happy. We do have Australia trying to poke in and attack Xi'an, while Lenny, for some reason, is not actually upgrading his trebuchet corps into bombards. Maybe he doesn't have time, he doesn't have niter. One of those can actually be a reason here. We do need to see what they're gonna do to actually defend the city of Xi'an from these pesky Australian caravels. We do have a spy from Czozp going into Shanghai, and I do see more libraries coming up from China. Lenny is 170 science with 236 culture. He does manage to actually stay quite on top over here in the game with 265 production as well. Still needs to get a lot more tourism though. He's on 10 out of 49 tourism points at this moment with 126 tourism, and finally he got a bombard. That is going to be much stronger to attack into his opponent. I do want to double check the damage on defense. Yeah, okay, he can even put it on the coast without that much fear that he's going to be run over. Okay, come on, Mr. Toes, you can do this, Mr. Toes. Go, fly away, my child, fly away. No, sail away, sail away. Okay, not fly away, Mr. Toes, I'm sorry, sail away, sail away. Let's go, bro, let's go. Ferdinand Magellan also on the front. Did Ferdinand just get in there, and did he just put the fear of God into Iran? Is that what happened? Okay, well, I guess Iran is much better off behind that choke point, trying to max out his support bonus, and at the same time he's gonna start freeing up all of those boats. I'm certain the resupplying chain must be closer to him as well. Ironclad Armada does look scary, but there are so many Spanish ironclads that I'm not, armadas, that I'm not so sure it's that scary for him. One of course, the reasons that we're going to need to see Spain get so many more boats. Frigate armadas, frigate armadas, frigate armadas. Look at that. He's just spamming these frigate armadas, getting them into the front line. He's gonna tap that ironclad armada with so many boulders of steel. The biggest worry I have is actually Zulu. Like, he did have a very strong army to work at the beginning, and he kept on pushing his advantage against his opponent, but now he's not actually doing anything with units, and of course Portugal is gonna have a lot stronger army to work with. He did manage to do his job though. Basically he railed LittleTu and GLaYD to not get their actual points. LittleTu is managing to get 100 science with 190 culture, but he's gonna lose that pen bash and voice golden age he's benefiting from, while GLaYD couldn't manage to get the golden age, and from what I can see he can get one right now with 102 out of 81. This is actually one good moment to stop and take a look at the era score and see what's going on. And oh my god, Mr. Toes ironclads, steam power, next turn, nationalism, next turn. Oh, Mr. Toes, he has the power. We got Angus Slave, good evening sir. Who got Arsenal? Spain, bro, he got Spain. Frisbee 3 more, also good evening sir, hello there, hello there. 75% in BBG, yes indeed, definitely been nerfed. I don't recall how hard. It is 75 in BBG. Ironclad Armada, that's scary. Well, look at these Ironclad Armadas. They're gonna be shiny toys for Mr. Toes to attack England with. Looking at the era score, Czozp going dark, GLaYD going golden, we got LittleTu going dark, Yiran going dark. On the other side we got WhiteRqbbit going dark, Schuhmut going dark. Looks like Lenny is gonna be 3 points out from getting his golden age, and I'm sure he wants to get it. Looks like these okay, like, is this gonna happen here? Bombard Corps can actually shoot down the frigate fleet. Okay, that's good. 3 turns out from getting Forbidden City, but we got only 3 turns until the new era, and that's a bit too far off. I think he needs to get more production. Definitely needs to get more of these wall points. Why is he not getting the wall points, bro? You gotta get the walls. And I do see Lenny actually building a land army. It wouldn't be surprising if he's going for Zanzibar. Maybe he wants to I would say liberate it. That's gonna be awesome. Mr. Toes is also 89 out of 89. He needs 100 to go for a golden age, and it doesn't look like he's actually gonna nail it. Finishing up for the ministry in his capital city, and getting a few more temples going from his city centers. Next turn, getting ironclad technology with nationalism, but I guess nationalism doesn't care that much for him. But he gonna get all of these boats with ironclads. Oh my god, so much gold. Oh, so much gold. Does he have the gold? He needs to plug in the half cost card to upgrade as many as possible, and then he's gonna go ironclad armadas against the poor old frigates. Oh no, simple frigates. There we go. There we go. These are the shiny new toys of Mr. Toes. Ironclad. Wait, that's a fleet? What? Where's the Armada, bro? Ironclad Armada 99 strength against the 76 of the Caravel. That's with a lot of support bonus. Not gonna happen, bro. Not gonna happen. By the way, I do want to take this moment to actually give a big shout out to Paul. She is streaming on the other side for the French community. So if you guys want to take a look on her stream, maybe leave her a follow. That would be much appreciated. I'm pretty sure she is extremely knowledgeable about the game and has been playing, not to mention developing the community for quite some time. So you guys need to show her some love. Come on, guys and girls, of course. We do need to take a look at the Spanish moves over here. We do have him with a significant amount of frigates, frigate armadas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from what I can see at the moment, and he does have admirals for them, not to mention he does also have a lot of these ironclads improved. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 ironclad armadas are gonna go and attack England, and this is a significant force that at the moment England does not have an answer for. I'm very curious what's gonna happen. Vasta Schlange, guten Abend, mein Herr. We do have actually England with Rajendra Kola. It wasn't picked up by Spain, but I'm not so sure it matters anymore, honestly. Like, the damage difference between them is just gonna be so high. Even if England upgrades all of his boats into ironclads, it's just wow. Wow. Woo. Woo. We do have Madrid also getting a campus in that city center. Only a +1, but still he's gonna get to double it with the card and get libraries, universities, so maybe some labs going later on. And finally, the fleet of Mr. Toes is gonna go on the offense over here against England. We do have also quite a few cities settled in the north by Gorgo. He's trying to get as many of these acropolises as he possibly can, so he can get the defense for the culture. Czozp was the one developing that culture on their side, and by the looks of it, LittleTu still is 2 internals away from snatching that first place. Czozp is on 55 domestics, and of course that puts Lenny's win to 56. Lenny is on 14 out of those 56 to get the win on China. We do have Czozp also trying to pressure on the seas China, but after the upgrades of those bombard cores and their arrival on the shores here, it looks like they are strong enough to push back the frigate fleets of Australia. We do have him with a force going to the south, getting terracotta armies from Wuhan. And the biggest thing is that Forbidden City coming up also next time from Changsha. I do wanna ask and answer here. Lenny is gonna get his golden age, 131 out of 128. So we will see reform the Qin-Shi China, even if he doesn't have a lot of gold per turn now. He is still gonna get that. And wait, whoa. Do you guys see what I see? This is a 500 gold per turn Kublai Khan China. WhiteRqbbit following Matrix. Oh wow, that's just crazy. That is crazy. We got him getting those workshops, getting the encampments going. It looks like tanks is gonna be his choice, his weapon of choice, and we're gonna have quite a few pre-builds arriving in Yang. He does have 240 science with 155 culture. Definitely well on his way to getting tanks armies. Not to mention he's gonna need to get all of that oil improved. Military academies did get built in multiple cities in his encampments, and he's getting quite a few of these bombard cores that will turn into artilleries as soon as he gets the buttons. It looks like right now the chances of Among Us are getting slimmer and slimmer. It's getting so dark in here. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Great Lighthouse is done. Sandro Irel on 4 cities was carrying his team with 200 gold per turn. Nothing I have seen this far can beat that. Yeah, Great Lighthouse has been done. Yes, that's in England. And it is in England. Yes, here. It is here. Have to image. This is over as soon as the first tank shows up. Asbestos Amoeba making a big statement over there. Okay, so guys, let's put up a poll over here. When do you think this game will be over? Let's get some polls going on here. When do you think this game will be over? Like when Spain is gonna take out the English fleet? Wait, let me actually put this as options over here. When will the game be over? Culture victory, of course. Kultur victor. Kultur victory. Diplo victory. England losing fleet. China shows up with tanks. And what's the fourth one? Is there a fourth one? Nukes. First nuke. Let's put first nuke. Let's see. What do you think? What do you think? How many turns still tanks for white? I think it's only a few turns actually. He's actually no, not a few. He's rifling 3 turns. He would need rifling. He would need how to say, a steel, refining, and then combustion. Or did he just finish rifling? I'm not. Oh, he did finish rifling. So he's 3 turns refining, 3 turns steel, that's 6 turns, and of course combustion is another 3, maybe 10 turns. 10 turns. CC is the easiest way? Yeah, but it's not the fun way, bro. Kenzie Lolo, also good evening, sir. I see a lot of people are actually putting into the England losing its fleet option. So you think Iran going down over here might actually be a significant argument for them to concede this? It might be. I'm actually very curious how China is going to get here. I don't think GLaYD is aware that he might be pushed from the east. He's more concerned about Zulu, and he has been concerned about Zulu from the beginning. Of course, Zulu putting as many units as he possibly could against Portugal. He did force him to build such a big army, and now GLaYD, even if he has stronger units to use over here, he still can push through the impy line. Okay, let's go for maybe faith. Yeah, Zulu did his job very well. He was, I gotta say, Schuhmut really likes those IRL position. Like if there's a position, an opening for Schuhmut to snatch that front line, he's definitely gonna be there. And probably the reason he actually picked Zulu, really likes to be. Wait, he's on steel? Who? Oh, he switched back to steel. You're right. He actually was going refining and then he switched back to steel. He might want to build a few more of these artilleries pre-built, as in get the bombard cores. That might be a reason he's going steel instead of refining. So he doesn't discover oil. Wait, did the Navy? Oh yeah, it's moving. Okay, it's moving. Spain moving with all of those boats. England getting back into his territory, also calling up, well, fleeting up a few of his boats. It doesn't look like they're gonna. Oh my God, yeah, that's not gonna work. That's definitely not gonna work. We don't have the caravels of Iran with oligarchic legacy though. I don't see oligarchic. Does he have oligarchic legacy? I guess we need to see that. Okay, so a lot of people are preferring the English losing fleet. China shows up with tanks is the second best option, and first nuke could be the third one. Nobody thinks there's going to be a culture victory or a diplo victory in this game. Okay, I understand. Okay, so let's see. I do want to check Iran over here, and I do want to check his government. Change policies. Let's see, does he have? So he has Twilight Valor and Oligarchic Legacy. He could plug in both of them, and this would be a good moment to actually start putting them in, because he's gonna get attacked in around 2-3 turns. Let's see, movement speed. Yeah, 2 turns. You see, he can actually get here with his ironclads. And one of the things that I do have to point out, maybe you've seen it a lot of the times, but I do want to point it out, you know, so it's obvious for everybody. Whenever you're fighting on the seas, even if you have a lot of movement on your boats, you don't want to finish that movement. You know, if you have 7 movement, you want to get 6 done, not 7 done. So you do have the opportunity to promote those boats if you get counterattack. There's also that possibility that your opponent might actually come out to fight you on the seas, and if he catches one of your boats in no movement, that might actually take out your boat. So it's weak point of the boats. Of course, I'm not really sure this is the scenario I'm talking about, weak boats, but I was talking in general. You know, in general, you have to be really careful. I'm sure these ironclad armadas can take care of themselves. They can't even get attacked. Oh my God. Oh man, this is like the Mamluks. Oh man. Anyway, we got Schuhmut getting crossbowmen armies in his land. Looks like he has been building that road for quite some time in the south here. And of course, Portugal is pressuring him a little bit, but can't really take him down entirely. We got knight armies coming up from Nongoma, heavy chariot armies coming up from multiple other cities. He's trying to get a new army to work with, and looks like he's going for military science as well in the bottom 3. He's probably working on field cannons at the same time. I would definitely think ballistics would be his next choice, go-to choice. Looks like China is not going to wait for tanks, and he's going to go to attack Portugal while he is weak. And this is something I really like, by the way. I really like. And you've seen also a few of the others did flinch, or what is it, flinch, or no, hesitated, I think is the correct word, hesitated to actually go against their opponents with maybe not the best unit they had, because they were worried their opponents might finish them off, right, or counter-attack into them, and they would have lost the momentum right then and there. I think WhiteRqbbit wants to do the mental gymnastics here of actually putting pressure on Portugal, at the same time as this navy of Spain is pushing through the English line of defense. We do have quite a few defensive tiles over here for England, and of course some islands to actually defend behind, but at the same time through the direct north there is a lot of open land, and I gotta say, even if England does have one ironclad here, that's not gonna be enough to defend against these frigate armadas. They're gonna start chewing through those ironclad armadas strength so quickly. It can be attacked from 3 tiles, 1, 2, 3, and of course I do believe it will succumb soon. Oh my god, one shotting. Ooh. Yeah, that's a problem. Do they even know about the Portuguese series? Because honestly, I don't see. Oh, England is stealing? No, he's actually trying to do some form of a project here. No, sabotage production in Sheffield, but why, bro? I guess that's 1 extra +3 that his opponent is benefiting from. We got heavy chariots coming online from Spain. He is probably worried about an Australian attack, even though Australia doesn't look like he's going to be interested in doing this. China did manage to get 191 science, 209 culture, and looking at the resolutions of the World Congress, production is 100%. We do have great merchants, double points. We do have Qin-Shi Huang with 2 Diplo victory points coming up over here, and of course, that just pads his back when it comes to pads his stats when it comes to these points. 9 out of 20. He did not get a lot of the building that he should get, and oh my god, look at these tall cities over here. Oh man, the sky towers in his cities, bro, amazing. Anyway, I wanted to say, no Statue of Liberty. We don't have him with Mahabodhi Temple. No Potala Palace. Those are still a lot of points that can be acquired, like 6 more points that can be acquired through the wonders themselves, and then he can push that last victory through. He did manage to finish. No, he didn't actually. This is a terracotta army. You see those cranes over there still working on the building blocks. Yeah, it's still there. Still there. Okay, Xi'an 75 fortification. In a few turns he's gonna get steel. Those Australian frigates are just gonna be underpowered. Okay. Well, I think Yiran also saw the weakness over here as if his defense is starting to upgrade his ironclads in his land, and of course repositioning them to the front line as fast as possible. Still gonna be ironclad fleets versus ironclad armadas, not to mention we do have so many strong frigate fleets. Oh my god, Spain actually got that going. Oh, that was just, oh my god, he finished it. So Lenny actually gave Terracotta Army to Mr. Toes. I don't want to see the damage, guys. I don't want to see the damage. So I saw all of those upgrade points over here. You know what happens, right? He's gonna get a +7 on each of his boats, or try to attack into his opponent, then promote next turn, then attack with more strength against his opponent, while his opponent will make Pikachu faces, just standing there taking the hits. Ooh. Oh man, I need to clip that, by the way. Stop it, he's already dead. What I mean? Stop what, bro? Let's quickly take a look at, oh, Beja going down, WhiteRqbbit getting in there, snatching so much health from that city. And of course, GLaYD is trying to get new units on the front line, getting those spiking shots built. And from what I can see, he is repositioning one of his great generals on the right side as well. That's not gonna work, bro. That's strong track. That is classical medieval. And we do have China with cuirassier armies taking down the Portuguese defenses. A lot of gold will be taken away from from their opponents. Both of the powerhouses generating gold are getting attacked now. Yiran and the GLaYD. Both of them are actually getting to trade through the safety of this inland sea, but that's not gonna be safe for long. Wait. Man. Stop getting stronger. Maybe Spain just goes and kills Gorgo cities. What did Gorgo do the whole game? Defend the culture victory. He defended the culture victory, got pyramids, got quite a few cities. In common training projects, he got a few of these generals, and we're gonna see this, by the way. We're gonna see this. This is starting to happen. This is starting to happen. In the overall tab. Oh, by the way, the culture. Lenny 17 out of 65, LittleTu 64 domestics here. He's picking up the tab on the defense on the culture victory, and of course we're doing to see what Mr. Toast is gonna be like here. Oh man, where are the frigates, bro? Come on, I'm tempted to actually go and take a look at his city. What happened here, bro? What are you doing? Hello? Don't tell me he's actually gonna get battleships. Is he actually gonna spend all of that time to get battleships? Does he consider this is enough to push his opponent just using how do you call this? How do you call this, by the way? There's a soft power. He's using soft power against his opponent over here, right? I think that's the correct name. Well, we do have Mr. Toast with 284 science and 91 culture. They still are benefiting from a decent amount of gold throughout their empire, and from what I can see at the moment it's just a matter of time until WhiteRqbbit is going to get his tanks. Yang is going to need to get those tanks upgraded, and looking at the tech side, WhiteRqbbit is one turn away from getting refining. He did get steel walls and putting a lot more of these campuses, while he is bringing artillery pieces on the front line. He's probably gonna take out Portugal well before Zulu's gonna do anything about it. We do have field cannon cores coming up here, and of course Schuhmut is gonna try to use that extra power those field cannons benefit from to smash those musketman core down. You do see how much damage they're getting against them. On this side, we do need to see also Lenny getting a few defensive units next to his capital city. He did keep at bay Czozp as much as possible. Still no walls. He's just going crazy with science, going crazy with culture, totally ignoring his walls ability, and trying to get as much as possible an army to the south. He's very worried about a possible attack from Czozp, and I can't say I blame him. That is one weak point of his empire. We do have a rule value also coming out from Canberra, and looking at Czozp, he's on 279 science with 99 culture. We do have him with 372 production. Biggest problem here would be, of course, for Iran's economy. He did lose a lot of his economy, and it looks like he's still getting pressured by his opponent here. Spain is attacking into him. Oh man, these ironclads are taking quite a bit of a punch. The chunks of health. Good morning, evening, and afternoon, Goober Dragon. How are you doing, sir? Felix is also. Hello there, sir. 41 strength city of Corinth. That's a one shot. Well, yeah, that is gonna be a big chunk, yeah, of that health out. Yeah, indeed. I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. Starting up the weekend, and we do need to see throughout the weekend quite a few games, and we're gonna find out the biggest answer of them all. What's gonna happen in the Civ game? Who's gonna get to play what? We do have the Civ draft tomorrow, and I do believe it's 2000 GMT. You guys can actually take a peek over here on the Civ give. We do have donations open right now, and if you do want to, of course, give to the charity event that we're going, it's gonna be amazing. Thank you so much from now. And we do need to see if Mr. Toast is gonna manage to take these cities away from Gorgo. We do have him actually somehow deciding to put all of his frigate armadas behind, and we got a GG. Okay, the soft power works, guys. I gotta say, stream chat, always the big brains.
History is written from
the stream chat, man, I never fails. Never fails. I gotta say, never fails. You nailed it, guys. You nailed it. Woo, woo. We got a win here coming up from HOH with Mr. Toast dipping his big toes into the lands of Victoria. We did have also Kublai China going against his opponent over there. Portugal was getting pressure from two sides. Schuhmut was going from the south, and Kublai China getting from the east. Mazel Chen, thank you so much for the 100 bits, and indeed, GG, easy clap. Well, let's actually take a look what they're talking about. I do hope we're getting into one of the debrief channels to see this happening. And we're gonna need to wait for them to join to actually hear a little bit about their opinions. Both of the teams, I'm pretty sure they have to share quite a few of these conclusions they made throughout the game, and of course what they thought as strengths and weaknesses, and their plan. I think Mr. Toes got really big this game.
Yeah, Mr. Yes. Fingers, as we call him, huh?
pretty balanced dish, Spain.
Well, I mean, you did get a triple continent split with.
Wait, I totally forgot to run that card. The colonial taxes. Fuck.
Yeah.
I forgot it was a thing.
Casa de Constatación, maybe, you know?
Yeah. Ooh.
Don't know about that, but
yeah, we just focused on Venetian, and yeah, that was a good play.
Yeah, he actually almost took it away from you. It was like a few turns away. He did start to chop, and you just chopped faster.
Oh, nice. I mean, Spain chopped for the engineer, right? And made it with engineer, I think.
I think he chopped. Didn't you chop?
Just chopped woods, and it was my cap, so it was high production anyway.
Yep. I was extremely surprised by Lenny, and this is the biggest questions that I have about his Qin-Shi pick over here, and not picking Lady of the Reeds and Marshes, and then going for other stuff like Monument to the Gods. Is it actually worth it?
I mean, it's not bad. It's like you can use 5 builder charges instead of 6 without running autocracy.
Yeah.
Feels pretty good in the mid game, and I dislike Lady of the Reeds and Marshes. If you don't have blood, you make your 2 0 tiles to 2 1 tiles, and you're not happy working 2 1 tiles.
And I actually kind of wanted it on China, on Kublai China, so.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't like the Pantheon. I think it's usually a trap. It's hardly ever good enough to pick. And it doesn't give me tempo in my capital, which is something I wanted to have.
And you defended so well against Australia. Australia didn't want to go for the later game bonuses from what I saw his sim over there. But he had extremely good campuses, but just didn't want to use them to go against you anytime early.
I think he didn't know how much on the coast I had to be. Like, he saw that my cap was on the coast.
Yeah.
So he invested quite a bit in boats. And then he saw it was like a 1 tile choke to my cap, and I had walls up early enough. I saw his units, so it just wasn't worth the investment. And afterwards, I think I should be about at the same tax in a bottom tree as him. because he got like 4 or 5 or 6 stacks in the top 3 more than me. So we should actually be pretty even on science.
Yep. What were you thinking about Zulu over there?
I think he was having the time of his life.
Yeah.
He was, right?
At the
Schuhmut
very
was so
start,
happy.
we were not sure because he thought it's very navally at his place and whatever. But then we saw he has like 2 people around or 3 people, and
Yeah.
it's just so good. Because even if he's not, for example, going for Greece, but Greece has always to be fearful of him, and yeah, and Portugal was kind of irre. Missed second golden because of Zulu, I guess, also, and yeah, perfect positioning.
Well, that was certainly a great game. One other question I have on China. Did you want to go with the armies, with the cuirassiers faster against Portugal just to push at the same time as Spain, or you were waiting for tanks anyway?
I mean, we kind of didn't have the money at the time that I can super early, but I also needed to go road and stuff. But I think now it was okay. Just raid this one nice city. Now I go back and just upgrade to tanks, and then I come with tank and RT.
Yeah. Wait, you say you have no gold? Oh my god! But you
No,
have
we
so
had
much
gold, but at that time we upgraded like 2,000 gold on Spain and stuff. You know, that's
I see. I
Yeah.
see. Okay.
we had
Yeah.
a lot. We had a really lot of money.
Okay. One other thing. Why Mr. Toes did not push with Caravel Armadas? He would have just wiped the floor clean with the English Navy.
I think when I arrived with Curva Armada, he has Ironclad. Because he went free ink. So it doesn't, like, I just go there and then I go back and then I'm fucked.
Oh, okay. So you were worried you spent too much time to go there and then come back and then okay.
Don't think it was worth it. And he had Regenera, which was also...
Yeah.
And actually, like, he made like a shit ton of military. I was kinda confused what he was planning, since I have Armada over him and he has... At that time he didn't even have cores yet. Do you know, like, what was he doing with his boats? He had like 1900 military at some point.
Yeah, he had. He wanted to come at you because you weren't building, and he probably saw your. Well, I guess your lack of military. He came like halfway through. You saw him. You started building your own. Then he saw your military go up. You finished Venetian to get away from him, and then he just stood there to the east of Sheffield. That's why I was saying, because his whole fleet was like east of Sheffield instead of in his own land. But I guess he would have gone back quite fast because he has great lighthouse. He would have been.
Also, England
faster.
bonuses to more movement.
Yeah.
I mean,
he
I
would
was
have been
just,
faster.
I was not pushing him because I had so much military. I was kind of maybe has like 20 sea dogs there, and I push and he shoots me down. Something. I wanna play it safe.
Yeah, I also think that like Spain and England, it was too far away to have a proper sea fight. Because the one guy goes to the other, and then the home team has the advantage because he traveled so far and back and forth.
Yeah, it's usually never worth to push until destroyer.
Where are you going with your frigates, though? Why did you put them back?
I mean, I had battleships by the time they arrived, so I had to send them back. They just...
You can keep
Dunno.
pushing, bro. They still do a lot of damage.
Maybe you could bring a settler with your
Yeah, that was
units.
actually... That's a good point, yeah. Should have done that.
And Yiran made 27 galley prebuilds. So that's why he got a lot of military, but not really the power on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw
mean-
him like going from 100 to 400 to 700, like every turn getting 300 military. Like, okay.
Yeah.
The fact that you
27.
can rebuild Kelly Armada is disgusting, because
Yeah, with Venetian
Basically.
on Spain.
it's basically like 3 cities at the same time making Kelly, like, so stupid.
Any questions, Paul, by the way, for them? I guess no. Okay.
Okay.
Lenny, you are going for culture victory there? 'Cause
I was actually trying to get a push on tanks on Australia.
Okay, so that's why you built that army in Wuhan. Okay, I was thinking like, what are you doing there? Why are you diverting from that culture, beautiful culture?
The thing is, they blocked the theater square buildings.
Yeah.
On the second congress, so I had no chance to actually get my works up and do stuff like this. So kind of my out was like attacking Australia.
Yeah.
And also with kind of scared that Australia might try to attack Spain from the backside. We would have to fight a 2-for-1 fight.
Okay, I understand. Well, big congratulations! You got another win on your belt over here. Definitely, we need to see what's gonna happen in the next ones. But you keep getting these points. Very nice, very nice.
Yeah, thank you. GG and goodbye.
Yes,
and
GG.
goodbye.
Good night.
Good night. So we did hear from both teams. I was actually taking the time over here to upgrade, to update actually the website. Give me a second so I can figure out which. This is Group A. Yeah, this is Group A. Try to figure out which group it was to open up the correct one. We did have a win from Highlands over Amongus. I would have loved to hear a little bit of feedback from Amongus Scott, but they didn't actually come to talk with us, unfortunately. It does look like, of course, on the 7 Seas map, we did have Chen over here trying to go for culture victory, but at the same time did also build quite a bit of an army. He was about to push Australia. They were taking down China. The other China was taking down Portugal with soon upcoming tanks and artilleries. And on the seas, it looks like Spain did manage to get the upper hand against England. Both of these actions, actually the triple actions, did manage to take away all of the dreams of their opponents, and of course it does seem like they conceded a turn 82. Really quickly so I can get these results in. Let me see what is going on. Okay, there we go. No remaps, right? No remaps. I believe no remaps. Okay, man, this season of the CWC, I gotta say, it's amazing, unbelievable. We started just a few weeks in, with just a few weeks in the third weekend, and of course we see so many amazing games. Not to mention we see so many surprising results. I am amazed to see all of this change up in the, of course, quality of the players, a new team showing up, a lot of details coming up from them, a lot of new players also did manage to get so good in such a short amount of time. So definitely looking forward for some more over here. Also, let's see, he's actually between 4 enemies. I don't understand how Zulu survives between 3 enemies. Well, Zulu is very hard to push. That's the problem with his ability to get so many of those cores up. It's very hard to push. They didn't want to derail themselves. Yeah, basically 3 players derailed themselves trying to take Dido a short while ago and ultimately lost the game. I think you have to go for it. If you eliminate one member early, that's a huge advantage. The thing is, the only weak point of Zulu is before he gets his Ikanda barracks going down. If you attack Zulu after he gets his barracks Ikandas down, it's too late. He has way too much tempo going. He's gonna get the generals, he's gonna get the units fast enough to defend you, and he's gonna push you back. You can't attack into him. So the only successful attacks that I've seen against Zulu are those surprise chopping horses, derailing yourself into attacking your opponent kind of things. And actually that was Pulp that did it. Yeah, that is super early. That is extremely early. That is like, you gotta beeline as fast as possible those horses, and be ready with chops and so on to actually get going. So I wouldn't think this is also she did have Mapuche with an extra +5 on her in that particular game. Anyway, without further ado, I'm actually gonna call this night. We do have tomorrow another game for us. It is gonna be, let me actually take a look here. Hey, the first Aquarius, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for joining. Welcome, sir. Welcome. There we go. We do have more games tomorrow. One of them will be, let me actually put it up on the screen here. We do have Retired for China versus Laggers at 1200 GMT tomorrow. And, I'm going to try to catch some sleep now. We do have also afterwards on the later part of the Saturday, we do have on 2000 GMT the Civ Give draft. And I do want to remind everybody, you can actually donate over here on the Civ Give link. We do have a charity event on the 11th of December. We're gonna play a game with a lot of streamers trying to get as much fun out of this event as possible, and at the same time try to get $75,000 in donations for the charity, the Gamers Outreach. Of course, the money is not actually going to us, it's gonna go to the kids, and of course the Gamers Outreach are actually handling, are developing consoles for sick kids in hospitals. That's amazing, by the way, gaming consoles in sick kids hospitals. Of course, I do also want to take a moment over here to say that if you're coming up from YouTube, thank you so much for joining. Throw this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and at the same time leave a comment down below. I do hope we're gonna also see each other on the live stream on twitch.tv/OnSpotTV, and I do hope you will also join the Discord for some extra details, spicy details over there, for as much as possible, of course, the I would say the schedule and everything else. So thank you so much. Without further ado, we're gonna see each other in the next one. And in the meantime, I think I'm gonna host somebody. I do need to see who. And of course, see you in the next one. Bye bye bye.